We're live.
We're live.
Is it working?
We are coming to you live. We are coming to you live.
Is it working? It's got that radio voice. Check the icon is up.
Are coming to you live.
We are coming.
Shay, is yours doing anything?
Hello. Shay Burgess, are you up?
Oh.
Shay? Shay? Is that Shay? Did you hear me? Worm, are you out there? Worm?
Is it working? Check it.
Worm. We need someone far away from here.
Is it showing up the icon? You want me to call
Do you have good... see, it's loading because the data here is... We need someone who's like far away from here. Call Worm.
Use someone's power technology. So is the issue that you can't connect to the internet?
It's either that this sound isn't even going anywhere, or it's that people trying to listen to the sound aren't receiving.
No, people can hear us. It's if...
I think my data's just really crappy.
Excellent. It's not your connection. So that's perfectly fine.
Look, it's working right here. See? Yeah, you can hear us right now.
Really? You can hear me right now?
Yep.
Really?
My phone's just stupid.
I'm gonna call Worm.
Turn off the mic? No, because it worked on his phone.
You heard me? Wow.
It's not work.
I just need to... And now, with this mic right here...
Like, I don't know which... Hey, can you get into the YouTube and see if it's working? Because we don't know if it's working.
Perfect. And the microphone's working now, too.
Can you just switch it again? Oh, no, you don't like music.
Hello? It's working?
Yes, I can.
You can hear me right now, Jackson?
Oh, geez.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, thank goodness.
Mental
Okay,
breakdown.
I will see you later, Jackson.
Okay, bye.
Okay, see ya.
You can hear it?
I think
What should I do with my computer right now?
Try to figure out how the mic aux right here. You see that right here? The mic aux.
Okay, let's make this bigger, and then let's do that.
Where's exit out of that?
Do I edit and dismiss?
Go to OBS. Go to OBS.
Oh, go to OBS?
Yes, go to OBS. You see this? This mic aux thing should be doing that.
Hello, Mike Ox. It's completely still.
Exactly. Try to get it to your desktop. It's connected to my computer right now.
Thank you.
Then what am I supposed to be doing on OBS?
Try to figure out how to get your desktop audio to work. Try to get some audio input into your computer.
Audio input.
It's $9.
Is there a mic on these things?
Yes, there's a built-in
What if you
microphone.
Google it? Like,
OBS audio input. Not working.
audio.
I thought it was working.
Is there a place where I can see how many people are listening to us right now?
That's not the issue right now. The issue is getting the stream to work on your computer.
Only got 20.
24 when I checked last.
24 more
Maybe,
hours
I think
with
I'm
this
supposed to hit
guy.
start recording.
No, it should be already doing that before you start.
Start streaming?
No, you don't have to do any of that
Studio
stuff yet. Nope, not that. It should be settings, and then you should be going to audio.
Maybe if I put in my Apple headphones?
Maybe.
My AirPods?
Oh my gosh, how much hot sauce do you
Dude, it's so good. I love hot sauce. What?
He's right beside it.
What do you want?
In the top small pocket, there's a bunch of crap in there, but there should be some AirPods in there.
The top? This stuff? This one right here, bro?
Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Just putting out small fires.
I don't see air bombs.
Okay, well then that means they're not.
Brandon, you
Oh,
should
wait,
try
wait,
Googling
Brad.
Because I tried Googling it and I just
On the
didn't work.
AirPods.
Oh, it's working.
It's working.
I hear it. Say something.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah.
Really?
We're good.
The problem is his computer will eventually die. This is mine.
See?
Yeah, my computer will.
Actually, mine's already at 91.
Francis.
So. Hello.
So you want these to be moving, and that's not happening. Wait. It might be on something with this. So what if you go to like up here on file or settings, like allow? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, I feel like I messed everything up.
I'm pissed that this was $9.
Macs generally aren't good at
Hello?
programs.
Wait.
Can you hear?
I just feel like there's extra steps.
Hello?
It's delayed, Tyler. Tyler just
Hello?
needs a second.
Yeah, it's really deleted.
I think part of the problem is I'm not even hooked up to internet.
Chase got a big head.
Because
Chase got a big head.
like your
Hey,
built-in
guys.
mic doesn't need its Wi-Fi to work.
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to my YouTube channel. Like and subscribe. New content weekly.
Take this. All right. Is the guest thing showing up?
Yes.
Good.
Guest Parker Benton topic getting set up. I might come by later tonight. Just for fun. Get some hash browns.
That's what I
I'll tell
would
you.
do.
I'll text you if it gets tense though. To see if, because you know, if you have a bunch of people, no one's ordering food. You know,
But if you
it'll just
order
get pissed.
it comes in reverse, then it's good.
Yeah, but we also have like COVID guidelines.
What if I came this morning on the way to...
You just come in there.
What if I dropped in on the way to
When I say
clinicals?
tonight, I mean like at 1 a.m.
Lindsay will be here when you do that.
Oh. I'll come say hi. It'll be early.
Okay, I'm gonna close out of Google.
John Walker said Hubbard speaking on the episode.
Does it say me, Brad, Hoblins, Carly, and Shay?
Me, Brad Hubbard, Carly, and Shay.
Nice. Sweet. Okay.
Topic getting set up.
Yeah. Okay. Good. We're good. We're done.
So it's officially set up.
What about my computer?
We'll have to, while Parker is doing it, I'm going to be sitting over there. My computer will be with you. I will be fiddling with your computer. What, fiddling? Did that get you?
No, the hostile thing. Should I like take this to them?
Huh?
Should I like take this to them?
Take this to them?
This plate.
No, just eat over there.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna be done in like I'm gonna leave in a few minutes.
Oh yeah. Just sit over there and leave it over there. Okay. Wow.
It is working.
It is working.
Nice.
How do I see who's on there? Is that a thing?
I don't know if that's
Or is that for you?
not though. I don't know if that's a thing.
going to download each picture one at a time. Brad says it's working. What? Nothing.
That's so cool. So you can like change it. Huh?
So we're just waiting for Parker, or are we gonna do like? You can go ahead. Okay. Hello, America. Hello. To anyone who's listening, this is one of your co-hosts, Brad Walker, and I'm gonna take these AirPods out because I don't want to listen to myself talk. But we are going to get going at 7:30. So if you guys can just wait patiently, get your popcorn ready. We've already started. Lindsay's informed me that we're starting now. So yeah, we're going to be here for 24 hours, starting as of 18 minutes ago. So we'll be here till tomorrow night at 7. Go to our Instagrams at BradWalker32 to get a rundown of the schedule. So you don't have to,
Venmo money for extra hash browns.
you could also, yes, I think I'll have Noah put it in the comment section, you know, if you guys want to Venmo us. Donate to is that a page? Is that a thing on YouTube pages? Yeah, donate to my YouTube page. At BradWalker32 on Instagram. Wait, on Cash App. So
You can throw mine in there too. Carly and Tolly.
I think they can hear you actually, because I can hear Chan. Yeah, they can hear you.
Yeah, if you want to Venmo me too, Carly and Tolik.
We have our emotional support group in here right now because I forgot how hard this was last year. We have right now in the booth me, Brad, Tyler, Hubbard, Art, Jamie, Lindsay, and we also have Shay and Carly to send us off on this journey of staying in Waffle House in this booth, butts glued to the seat for 24 hours.
Nice inflection. Wow.
Thank you.
Really getting the viewers interested.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Is there anything you would like to tell our audience before we embark on this journey?
I feel like someone should pray.
Chaplain Burgess.
Yeah, cheers.
Pray us in.
Dear God, this time. Sorry. This time is gonna be rough. It's not necessarily 40 days in the desert, but it is 24 hours in a Waffle House, so
It's worse.
it's even worse. I pray they keep the hash browns loaded, the water stocked, and the creepy people out of here. In Jesus' name, amen.
Pray the demons away.
Good job.
All right. Thanks, guys.
You got it.
Good luck.
Is this you booting us out?
Yes. Mostly to get Waffle House, but also.
All right.
Alright.
Where's my jacket?
Oh, it's right
Right
here.
there.
Okay.
Pay for people are going to be able to spell it and Tolik off their stuff with threads. You text me. I'll table some of my first name wrong.
No, I got it. It's literally, I'm gonna have to pick mine. I got it. It's probably like $5. So I will get something. You're good. Just sit and chill. Just be here. Alright, Brad. You got it? I'm so, you know.
Yeah. I don't know the pro shape. Wait, where are you going?
I'm gonna be right here.
Oh, shoot. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Thanks, Mom.
I love you so much.
Love you. Have fun. I don't know. Good luck.
What did they do last time?
Yeah.
Did you? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll talk about it later. Okay. See ya.
100% know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Agreed.
Just, yeah. Yeah, just leave it there. Just leave it there. And then you can go.
Have fun.
Okay, let's switch computers. I'm gonna try to get yours to work. Get mine. Hold it.
Sorry. Did that impact anything?
No.
I'm assuming that was already cracked.
Yes. Okay, we are gonna. The inevitable is
Which is your battery?
the battery. Yeah.
Which did you bring your charger?
Yes.
Okay.
Just the battery.
So it'll just be about plugging the extension cord in and wrapping it.
And in the meantime, I'm gonna try to get this OBS thing to work.
If anyone out there in the real world has a very long extension cord and you are free sometime tonight, bring it by Waffle House. You might get a free waffle. You never know.
Okay, I'm gonna teach you a little. And then okay. See, and then you can move it. Move it. You want to move it there? Okay, cool. And then topic books and barbells. Yep. And then press OK. And then you see that where it says Parker right there? I hit it. So press the eye icon. Boom.
This is one of your. So yes, we'll be getting started just underway at 7:30 with Parker Benton. We'll be discussing books and barbells.
Go to settings, press settings, and then just press audio. Oh, right here. Yeah, that's it. Don't touch anything.
48. It's at 48 on yours. Desktop audio is disabled. It says disabled. Go back and make it not disabled. Right there. Maybe because this is plugged in or something. I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna delete this program. Do you know how to do that?
Oh, that's removed from dock. Where was it?
Right there.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to get rid of it.
You can exit out of that. There.
I don't know.
Oh, sweet. Okay, cool. Bye. No, you're fine. See ya.
We should have like intermittent music to play during breaks.
Have fun with that. Oh, you can't play anything copyrighted or else you'll get taken out. Yeah.
So I'd have to play an original. wouldn't
We
I?
are probably gonna have to switch to Twitch in 12 hours. I just pulled in.
So your coffee?
Yeah.
Right, I'm gonna, a friend of mine.
All right, guys, we are going to get this started. Starting first off the bat, we have Parker Benton. Parker, how are you?
I'm good. How are y'all?
I'm doing good. We're doing good.
Good. Can y'all hear me pretty well? Is that good?
I think
Yep,
everything's
yeah, you're
everything's
right.
checked out.
You're
Like
right in
Shay and
the-
Carly were sitting over there and they could hear them, so I think we're
So
good to go.
watch this. If it becomes red, then we're too loud. So right
Okay.
now we're good.
Okay.
So normal volume is fine.
Yeah.
So, Parker, books and barbells.
Books and barbells. Yeah.
What does that mean?
Dude, well, when you asked me what I was going to speak about, I was actually at the gym and I was trying to figure out, okay, I got to come up with some topic. And so barbells just came to mind, right? And then I was like, okay, working out, barbells. I'm like, maybe I can talk about that. And then I thought about it a little bit more, and I went home and I took a shower, and I got out and I started doing homework, and I'm like, man, for the past like 6 years of my life, consistently I've been reading books and I have been lifting barbells. You know, which really means I've been doing homework and schooling and I've been working out for the better part of my life.
Yes.
So I thought, okay, well, I can talk about that, you know. That's something I'm comfortable with, and like I said, I've done a lot of. So, yeah, that's how I chose it.
Okay.
So I have a question for you.
Okay.
So there's a picture we have in our graphic here that the whole world gets to see.
Okay.
That is a picture of you shirtless.
Man,
How did you get from where you began to that picture?
that was like 2 or 3 years ago, and I think that was working out, you know, about 2.5 hours a day, 4 to 5 days a week. And yeah, just busted my butt, you know, trying to get there. But as I, you know, started working out more and researching more about it, I figured out it was more about nutrition than it was working out a lot.
Okay.
And so that's kind of, that I had an epiphany, and I was like, okay, maybe I don't have to work out as long, but maybe I can just, you know, have the proper nutrition, and I can cut, like I said, how long I work out down.
Gotcha.
So I did, and since there, I think I've grown a little bit more as far as my physique goes. But
Okay.
yeah.
Well, shoot. So you talked about your diet. What is your approach nowadays to
So-
keeping that healthy diet?
Pretty much just eating clean. So, I try not to have, I stay away from gluten, dairy, stuff like that. When it comes to eating, like I said, clean, natural, the more natural the better, no fillers, no artificial flavors or colors in the food. Like a week for me is, like I have 4 meals and I have 3 snacks. And most of the time I have like fish, chicken. I always have some type of pasta, like whether it's spaghetti, fettuccine. And then my snacks are like eating, fruit or yogurt. That's a big one. And protein shakes. So, yeah. It's pretty easy once you get the hang of it.
Do you do CrossFit like your brother, or no?
No, I did it for a season. I did it for about 2-3 months, and I liked it, but it didn't line up with my schedule because the classes were at a specific time.
Yeah.
It was easier to go like late at night when I was done with homework in the day. So
Gotcha.
yeah.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Me and Brad have been trying to get Brad to do 1 pull-up. And we've been trying very, very hard. Consistency, not really there. However, the only thing that we're doing is working on those assisted pull-ups, like at Planet Fitness, right? So, do you have any tips to help Brad's pull-up game?
Oh man.
Dude, I would probably work out the muscles around your back, like your rear delts and your, especially like back here, I forget what that's called, just your delts in general, because a lot of that, pulling motion comes from, right here, your shoulder. I know they can't see, the people listening. So I would just work out that, shoulder exercises help with that, and then, of course, working out your back and stuff like that. Starting out, like if you can't do one, get a rubber band and, put the rubber band on the pull-up bar, put your feet on it, and then like reduce how strong that rubber band is every week. That's how I do it.
Yeah. How far away do you think I am from doing a pull-up?
I think you are 50 pounds away.
50 pounds away. I mean, that does make sense since I'm at about 50 on assisted pull-ups.
Well, Brad did start off with 120 assisted pounds on the pull-up.
Okay.
So
Down to 50.
A lot of progress there, if we're being completely honest.
It's kind of a weird movement, like if you're not doing it consistently, like it's just a awkward movement,
Yeah, and I'm also doing 5x5 sets. Like I'm not like just trying to do one.
Yeah.
So I'd probably be a little bit closer in terms of
If you had to do
just
just
trying to
one,
do just one pull-up.
maybe around the 30-pound mark.
Yeah.
Or the 20-pound mark. But yeah.
You'll get there.
So, transitioning to books.
Yeah.
What's kind of your inspiration behind talking about books today?
So
What kind of style, what kind of genres do you like? And
yeah. So when reading, I don't love fiction. A lot of times I like more like informative books. Like I was reading one the other day, and it was just talking about like sleep and stuff like that. And that's what interests me the most, is like books that are telling me how to like, I don't know, improve my day-to-day life, or like wisdom from people. Most is like books that are so. That's what I try to read the most. But I wish I read more. A lot of times when I'm reading, I'm doing reading for school, which is kind of boring. But yeah.
what's your major?
International business.
Okay, gotcha. If you had to pick one book that you've read that you'd be like, people need to read this book, what would that be?
Yeah, I would say Love Dies.
Okay,
It's a pretty,
I've heard that.
Yeah, it's a pretty well-known book, I'd say, and it's an easy read. It's not like you have to be incredibly smart.
Right.
You have to like read it when you're fully engaged and awake and stuff. Like, it's one of those books that you're in your bed, beside your bed, you pick it up, you read a chapter or two, and it's by Bob Goff. Really, really cool guy.
If you had to summarize like what this book is about, like what the message of Bob Goff's trying to get across to everybody, what would that be?
Yeah, I would just say, like, live your life in a way that sets yourself up for success, but like, that's what I take away is like, set yourself up for success, but like, have a good time doing it. And so, of course, the name of the book is Love Does, and he really puts an emphasis on like, living your life and loving every step and moment and the process of it. And it's just a really, really good book, really wholesome book.
Yeah, I think one of the takeaways I got from it, it's been a few years now since I've read it, but just like taking a chance, like those situations in your end where like I could just not go for that, and I'll be fine. Like I'm comfortable where I'm at right now. I have good things in my life, but like really fighting and pursuing the things that like you maybe think are out of your comfort zone, but like deep down you want to go after that. I remember the story of like, and I think it was in Love Does, where he talks about how he like got his wife to go out with him for the first time.
Oh yeah.
He had to ask her out like 15 times or something. That's one of the things I remember from that book.
Yeah, man. He's just got these crazy stories, and they almost seem too crazy to be real, but they are. And, he just, he loves life, and his life is just this huge adventure. That's the way he sees it. It's really cool. Really inspiring.
So, going back in time, when you were a kid, what was like either a book or a book series that like you always went to back in the day?
The Goosebumps series, man.
Okay.
Dude, they were so good.
Those are the ones where like you read it and you can go to a certain page based off your answer. Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. I was like, I don't know. I guess I was elementary school and I started reading them, and then I got to high school and I don't know what it was. Someone had it, or it was in like the library, and I picked it up and I started reading them again, and they were so much better when I was older.
Really? Dang.
Oh yeah.
Shoot.
I loved them.
That's a life hack right there.
Yeah, it is.
No matter what age you are right now, go pick up Goosebumps
go
right
pick
now.
them up, dude. It's just one of those classics, It's like a Disney movie or something like that. You're never too old to read it or watch it.
Yeah, I think for me, it was like the Narnia books. We had to read them in second grade.
Oh, yeah.
And that was like my whole English class, all of second grade. We just read all of like, I think 6 Narnia books. But yeah, those were good. More recently, I usually just read like more spiritual books. I wouldn't put Love Does necessarily in that category, but I've read that. Reason for God by Tim Keller is one I read. I'm not finished with it, so I'm getting closer to the end, but it's really like an apologetics book, like how to defend your faith, with how society's ever changing. And
that sounds like it'd be good.
Yeah. Noah, you got any book recommendations?
Yeah, I would just like everyone to know that I am an English major at Lee University. And this may seem criminal, but I hope you heard that. If you didn't, then I'm sorry.
Is it muted right now?
No, it's good.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
So you've never read one from like start to finish?
I've never read a
Yeah, so I actually sent the link to your professors.
Nice.
So they might be listening to this right now.
Yeah. It's
they may be like,
tough.
how did he pass my class? Is he cheating or something?
I don't cheat. I would like everyone to know that, though. I do not cheat. So I'll probably start talking about yes. So Parker, what are some of your favorite lifts?
Some of my favorite lifts. Movements. Dude, I have been on this high, to say the least, of drag curls. If you've ever done them.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Drag curls, yes.
I found out about them, I guess during quarantine.
Really?
You just get the barbell, shoulder width.
Bring it to your armpits.
Yeah, bring it to your armpits. Don't curl it, just drag it across your chest. Oh my gosh, dude. The pump you'll feel the people
It's
listening,
intense.
even if you don't work out, the people listening, go do a drag curl and you won't regret it. That and I'm trying to think what else. Man, there's a lot that I love. I love deadlifts. I just feel powerful after, to say the least. Like I just feel
Yeah.
like a monster.
Just conventional deadlifts.
Oh yeah.
What type? What's your grip like?
It's over.
It's over.
Yeah,
Ooh,
so it's
that's
not,
raw.
It's not
Yeah.
switched.
Gotcha.
What's your favorite type of movement?
Right now, I've been really getting into shoulder pressing.
Shoulder presses.
Yes, because my bench was like overcompensating my shoulders. So
Alright.
I've started to work on my shoulders a lot more.
Yeah.
But specifically, there's this movement called the Egyptian side lateral cable fly.
Oh my gosh.
It's for your side delts.
Uh-huh.
So like a lot of people don't develop their side and rear delts for obvious reasons because it's not fun and
Yeah.
it's like less weight. So I've been really enjoying that too because I'm trying to get my frame more wider so I don't look super fat. You know? But yeah, I love
There you go, man.
Those-
I'm gonna have
those
to
two
check that
things.
out. Wait, what was it called again?
it's so like the cable is all the way to the ground, right?
Right.
And then you put 1 foot over it
Okay.
so that instead of like just doing a side lateral raise, cable raise,
Oh,
you're kind
it's-
of outside of it, you're
okay.
in it, you're parallel with your side
Okay.
though.
So
So,
you-
it like hits it more.
Do you go between your legs?
Between your
Okay,
legs,
you do
yeah.
that. Okay, yeah.
And then you want to put your thumb facing the floor. Oh gosh, it's brutal.
Jeez, dang.
Oh, it's
Just
brutal.
doing that right now.
Yeah,
kinda seems
you
like-
feel it,
yeah.
right? Yeah, it's great, and it's helped a lot. Brad, what are your favorite lifts
I was
now
trying
since
to
you've
think.
been going to the gym? What
I
do
wouldn't
you
say
like
I've gotten to
do?
the point where like there's just something I'm super good at. I have enjoyed going back to the pull-ups. I've enjoyed that I've made a lot of progress in that. Because
Yeah.
like this is like when I used to play basketball in high school, we didn't really lift a
Yeah.
lot. It was mainly cardio.
Yeah.
So actually like seeing that I actually can get stronger doing this.
Yeah.
I think I've seen the most improvement in that. I like the rear delt fly machines and the
Oh,
the ones
yes.
coming this way. Both of those I enjoy. I just think I'm strong at those.
That is a
What's
good
the thing where I'm like sitting in that Roman? Is it the Roman curl thing with the ab workout kind of?
The Roman chair?
The Roman chair. I like that one. It's
Is that
kinda
where
fun.
you're like this?
You're like sitting in it? No, but you kick your legs up. And you're
Oh,
like
okay, yeah,
this,
yeah.
and you kick your legs up. It's like an ab workout. That one's pretty fun.
Yeah.
I like when I first did that. I was like, I bet I can't do that, and then
Yeah.
I was
You
able
did
to.
So, is all of TKO pretty much working out at Planet Fitness?
Yes.
And say we did need to transition to
Yes,
the
we do
PF
need
big boys.
PF big boys.
Is it true that they have like a siren that goes off if you
The lunk alarm.
The
Is this what you're
lunk
talking about?
Is that what it's actually called?
It's called the lunk alarm, and I promise you, it doesn't. It will not go off because there have been countless instances where I drop heavy weights, and it doesn't go off. So
I just wanna
don't
test
worry
it out.
about it. Oh, test it out.
Yeah.
Test it out.
I think we should get all the TKO guys in there and drop weights all at the same time. See if we can't trigger it. Yeah.
Whoever's weights drop and the loudest is the strongest.
Yeah. That's known.
If you're listening, Michael Dermott, that's for you.
Michael Vermont, that's you, man.
The worst thing.
It's not you, David.
The worst thing that I hate about Planet Fitness is definitely that there are no free weights.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's what. Who was I talking? I was talking to Tristan.
Yeah.
He was saying that, and because there's not a bench press or anything like that, is there? Just all machines.
It's all Smith machines.
And,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, I guess that makes it a little bit easier for the staff at least. You know, they don't have to pick up weights and stuff like that. But still, like that's.
Well, I mean, you still have to like pick up the weights though, so it's just not the bar.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
So it's like all the hard parts of maintaining a bench.
Yeah.
Because like the bar is like super light.
Yeah.
But if you're stacking like 45s and you leave it there, you're still gonna have to take all those weights out.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's frustrating.
It is a compromise because like, even though you hit like a quote unquote bench PR, it doesn't feel like one.
Yeah.
It really doesn't.
Yeah. I don't know. Jeez. And it's Smith's machine. Is it like sometimes they're like so far in that like you can't get under them. Is it like
You can get under them
You can
because
get under it?
they're angled
oh, okay
that way.
Okay. So it's
Yes. Yeah. Let's see. What else? So deadlifts. Yeah.
Yeah.
What is the most weight you've ever pulled on a deadlift?
Oh shoot. Typically your deadlift is pretty close to your squat. I think that's kind of like a rule of thumb. I don't know. I want to say like it's nothing super impressive. Maybe like 350, 375 for a couple reps. So I mean, 350 sounds right. I don't know if it's 370.
Gosh, 350.
Ask Noah Graves. He knows. He's got it down somewhere. Noah Graves is listening.
350. Gosh,
But
that's a lot.
I've never done one, so.
That'd be plate math.
plate
quick math.
45s.
345s.
345s.
And you said 350?
So that's 3 plates on each side. Let's see what one.
With the 10 would be 335. With the 5 would be 345 and a 2.5. So 3 plates, a 10, a 5, and a 2.5 is 350.
That seems right.
That is some heavy weight.
Yeah, that was when I was more consistent. When quarantine hit, though, I got out of that groove. I don't know if you guys can relate, but you got that groove.
Yeah.
And you got to build that strength back, and I'm trying to get there.
That's fair. You're trying to get back there?
Yeah.
That's still very impressive.
Yeah, man. Trying to get David Priaco level. Are we tired of talking about David?
David's coming on 3, and he's going to be talking about weights too.
Oh, is he really?
Lifting, too, yeah.
Definitely tune in.
Yeah, he's going to be talking about weights, but I will say the most I've ever deadlifted ever was only 315.
Okay.
I believe.
That's
And it was
lot.
and it was a hex bar because I can't do conventional deadlifts because my knee. It's probably a big excuse. I probably can, but like I could never get that form down.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's just
My
so
back
awkward.
hinges.
Yeah. It's so awkward, It's one of those things that like you almost have to like force it,
Kind of.
And
Yeah.
it hurts when you force it, I don't know. It's just it's an awkward position.
But like I just love the feeling of like pushing your feet against the earth.
Yeah.
And picking something up that's really heavy.
Just picking up, like you said, something that's way heavier than you are, and dude, you just feel powerful. That's what it is.
We got to get you started.
Yeah.
Are deadlifts more of a leg exercise or a back exercise?
That's a great question.
I've been really, because first of all, I can't really deadlift at Planet Fitness.
Yeah.
But if I could, I wouldn't know what day to incorporate them with.
I asked myself that the other day. It's so funny.
Did you really?
Because I always do on back day. So when I hit back, I always do deadlifts. But I don't know. That's just a great question. Is it I do Roman deadlifts sometimes on leg days because it'll engage your quads more. But I don't know. Yeah.
I would assume that, my favorite type variation of the deadlift, the Sumo Deadlift.
Oh yes.
That is a leg exercise.
That is
I can tell you that from experience.
Only men can do that. That's not for the boys listening.
You got to get real deep on a Sumo Deadlift. That's all quad.
That is all quad.
Yeah.
You got to have some type of motivation to get you to do that. Like a pretty lady in the room. I don't know. Because dude, those will hurt.
Yeah.
After you get done with them.
Yeah, those. Do you do pull-ups and deadlifts on the same day?
Yeah, I will. I don't always do pull-ups, but I'll incorporate them every now and then.
David Priaco says, I asked the chat, what are some of y'all favorite lifts? And he goes, it's always been leg day for me. That makes no sense.
That makes
David.
no sense. David, that's not a lift.
That's not a lift.
Leg day is not a lift. It's all the protein going to his head.
David is doing back and legs today, so
Oh, is he
God
really?
bless his heart.
Jeez Louise. Let's just say a quick break for him.
Yeah.
Dang, that's ruthless. So,
Yes.
tonight, I mean, you guys are going till 7 in the morning, right?
7 in the evening.
Wait, good lord.
Yeah.
How are you guys going to do that?
We did it last time.
So it's a lot of this, a lot of coffee, and
No.
I actually did not have a sip of coffee last
Yeah,
Are you
we didn't
serious?
have. None of us had it because we didn't like coffee back then.
yeah. What's your day look like today? Was it like preparing for this, resting, or was it like a busy day?
We prepped very differently.
Oh, did you really?
we
What'd you
really
do?
did. So my approach was, I had a 9 o'clock class and then a test at 10.
Uh-huh.
So I just had to do my normal day at the beginning. Just get up at 8, go to class, take the test, and I went to Walgreens right after, got some Benadryl,
Nice.
and just bought a last few things for the podcast. Went home, watched, ate lunch while watching Mandalorian, new episode, and then took the Benadryl and just slept. Literally from like 1 o'clock till like 6.
That's
So
so smart.
that was me. I'm well rested right now.
I stayed up until 5 a.m. so that I could wake up late for this, and then I carved pumpkins right before and cleaned my floor, so I'm already very tired.
Oh my gosh.
But we're gonna make it. I'm pretty optimistic.
Have you guys talked to the employees here? Like, hey, we're gonna be here for 24 hours.
We did 2 days ago.
Yeah.
But the thing, I think the hardest part,
The hardest part.
and Brad mentioned this earlier, was watching the waitresses leave and knowing that we're still here.
Oh yeah.
Because there'll be 3 shifts
Shoot.
Go-
before we
yeah.
even get to go home.
Some hate us, some love us.
Yeah.
That's gotta be tough. The relationships you make with these people, and then they just leave your life like that.
Yep. Yes.
It's like
It's pretty tough.
have you guys ever gone to like a summer camp and like made those relationships
yeah.
or whatever, and then you leave,
Yeah.
and then like you never see them again?
It's hard.
That's how this has to be.
You know, we just all follow each other on Instagram though, so that's how we can keep
yeah.
up and
Yeah.
you know.
That's good.
So yeah, it's okay.
John Walter said that he loves a good try extension.
Oh, John Walter, yeah, you hit the nail on the head. That is a good movement. Try extensions, and I did one recently. It was like a crossbody extension, where you're like flat on the bench and you have a dumbbell. It's above your head, and you just go across your body and you make an L. Have you ever done those?
No, never done those.
Dude, those, John Walter, if you're listening, try those. Look up crossbody extensions. Those will kill your forearms.
It's like-
or your triceps.
It's like a side. It's a one-arm side skull crusher.
Pretty much.
That's
Yeah.
so fun. I'm gonna
That's
try
it.
that.
Yeah, dude.
Priaco said, "No, I always do deadlifts on leg day." Priaco, you can't deadlift at Planet Fitness.
So that's a lie. We just caught your lie. We just caught your bluff. So. Yeah, I bet he's not going to talk anymore. Yeah, we got you.
Tristan Miller said, "Leg press."
In all caps.
In all caps.
Dude, Tristan, he sent a picture of his legs the other day in our family group message. He's looking good. I'll give him props, Tristan, if you're listening.
Yeah, he's progressing too quickly, if you ask me.
I'm a little scared.
John Walter is currently trying the cross tricep extension with his poodle
Oh,
right now
nice.
with Django.
Dang. That's too funny.
No, wait, you should give a brief history of TK Swole and just how that came to be.
Yeah, I'd
All
love
right.
to know.
Yeah. So, if we start at the very beginning, it was May of 2018, and everyone in TKO wanted to get big.
Yeah.
It was called Make TKO Big Again, and it was started by, I believe, Grant Gregory, because he wanted all of us to get big.
Yeah.
And so I had no interest in this. I could not do one pull-up. I could probably bench 90 pounds for one rep. Until Ryan Davidson said, "Hey man, I want to start lifting." "Yeah, I just want to go. I think Nathan will teach me." And then I was like, "Oh sure, I'll go with you, Ryan." And we were so pitiful. One of our exercises was push-ups 3 sets of 10, and that was painful.
Oh my gosh.
But then I just kept going.
Yeah.
Kept going with Nate. Kept going. And then I was like, I can do this by myself.
Yeah.
And then it came to a point where when Nathan left, I wasn't having much fun in the gym. So I was like, I just want to lift with everyone in the club, and everyone is like in a prime position to like be big.
Yeah.
Because everyone's like, I want to get big, I want to get big.
Right.
So I was like, TK Swole, the next generation of.
That was live. I think you said that to everybody.
Did I really?
Yeah. You muted it, then unmuted it, said it, and then muted it again, and then unmuted it.
Oh, well, I'm inactive, so it doesn't really.
Dang, I love how modest you are about it. You're like, I started it, Over
It's
here,
just
over here pushing
fun.
big weight. Yeah.
It's just fun. Like, lifting is fun, and lifting with friends is funner.
Oh yeah.
So I just want to continue that.
There you go.
But it seems that our next guests are here.
Oh, so
Parker, thank you for starting us off.
Hey man, dude, thanks.
Talking
guys.
about like literally one of my favorite things.
Books and barbells.
And I feel good.
And your least favorite things,
Guys.
books.
Yes, and my least favorite things, but
Yeah,
the balance.
Yeah. Dude, hey, thanks for having me, guys.
Oh, wait, we need to take the mandatory picture. So.
There we go.
Dude, yeah.
Parker,
Guys,
thanks
good
for
luck.
coming on, yeah.
Thank you.
24 hours. If you guys need anything, don't hesitate to call.
We won't. Not at all. Bye, Parker.
2-minute break. 2-minute break. Does that work? Start at 8 o'clock.
Let's just start it. Oh, do you need to talk? Oh, go ahead. Oh, you need to go to the. Okay. Quick bathroom break for a bratty boy here. Oh, I have to update the graphic too.
Yes.
Hello. Good, how are you?
Oh boy. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, you're good.
Sorry.
No, you're good.
Let's see. How are you guys?
Doing pretty good.
Yeah.
How's the past hour been?
Could be worse, honestly. So
It's promising.
I think by hour 8 we get super delirious, and that's fun. It's a fun time.
It's exciting. So that's like 3 a.m.
Yeah. Oh yeah. That is prime time actually.
I can imagine watching the sunrise in Waffle House.
Yep. It's a beautiful thing.
Beautiful sight.
It's the only time you can say God is truly in this Waffle House. I see God in this Waffle House. Oh. Let's see. Updating the.
What's your drink? Thank you. So many What is that?
She grabbed it off the table in her house, so I didn't have anything else.
I forgot to bring a mask. It's okay. No, ma'am. I watched a guy reach on his wife's plate with a piece of toast and wipe up her egg remains while we were sitting over there.
And.
Are we?
All right.
Is this muted? No?
No.
We're good?
Yes.
Okay, so we are here with Madison Wickham and Victoria Pace, and what are we talking about? Disney.
All things Disney.
The only
Right?
thing.
It's
Well-
right there.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah.
With Brad, you know us.
So where are we gonna start? The parks, the music, the movies? You guys pick.
I'm a park expert, specifically Disney World.
Okay.
But Madison is
More so movies with Walt as a whole.
Let's just start with telling the people your story of how you came to know Disney, be Disney.
to be Disney. Madison, you first.
Okay. Well, I always say this, but this is just a funny story. When my mom was pregnant with me, she
they went to Disney World, and so I'm like, it was embedded into me as a fetus. Anyways, my sister really liked Disney. She like grew up just super invested in it, and I just kind of followed along. I don't know, I just grew up to just really like the nostalgia and the inspiration of Walt. The movies are really great. I don't know. Victoria, how about you?
I've always really liked Disney. We always like went at least once a year when I was growing up. But like my parents told me we were going to Disney World, but we would go to the free part of Disney World, and we were convinced that was like the expensive part of like the downtown Disney shopping area. But we went there every year. And then I don't know, I've just always loved it. But in college, or my sophomore year, I did the Disney college program, so I worked there for 6 months, and that's when I like became super obsessed with the parks, things like that. But yeah.
What's your favorite park at Disney World?
Magic Kingdom, easily.
Epcot, easily.
Why?
Magic Kingdom's classic. That's where I worked, and it's just like, I don't know, just standing on Main Street and staring at the castle is.
That's the heart of
It's
Disney.
emotional, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Epcot.
Magic Kingdom's a cool one. I just really like Epcot for the different countries that it has around the world. I really like Soarin'.
Yes, Soarin' is good.
Yes.
It has like the whole living with the land part, like the greenhouse area. I really like that. But I mean, Magic Kingdom's a classic. You really can't go wrong with any of the parks.
It's true.
But how many times did you say you've been?
A lot. I tried to count it up. We started going a ton when I was in high school. At least like 2 or 3 times a year. But then I worked there, so I went like every day. A lot. How about you?
I would say around 20 times. Something like that.
Have y'all been before?
Yes.
So I've been to Disney World once, but I've been to Disneyland like 15 times.
I haven't
Because
been there yet.
back home.
I
But
love Disneyland.
Every end of the year in middle school, our last field trip was to go to Disney World.
through your school?
Yeah, went to a weird school. Because my school was obsessed with Disney, so we would do all the Disney plays. We'd always go to Disney.
Nice.
We'd have Disney Day, so we were really self-absorbed in there. And I've only ridden the Tower of Terror once.
I've never done it.
I think it's the scariest thing.
It
It's
is.
so fun. I love that ride.
I never rode it until I was like 14, just because I was scared. Same thing for Haunted Mansion. I didn't ride that one until I was in college, probably.
I'm still a little scared of Haunted Mansion, but I can do Tower of Terror like times on end, just over and
You're
over.
scared of the Haunted Mansion.
It's
It's
a little-
slow.
I don't know.
It's like a little spooky, though.
There's like a seance at the beginning. It feels
Is it really?
sacrilegious.
Is
Yeah.
there a seance? I forgot about that. I do remember you walk in like the waiting room and it's like all the pictures are like talking to you, right?
Yeah.
There's a hanging body at the top. Like someone like
Really?
I've
dangling.
never seen that.
Yeah, there's like the whole like part or the ride history was like there was another backstory, but it was too gruesome for the park, so they like
No
cut
way,
it.
really? Like
But
in
they
real
still-
life.
I don't know if it was like a real
Oh.
story, but like they were gonna have some super terrifying backstory, and it concluded with this person like hanging themselves on the ride. Anyway,
We'll change the topic here.
Sounds fun.
yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty wholesome for
So, let's talk about movies.
Got it.
Yeah, I don't know, cause like you guys made us watch Frozen 2 like 3 times on Cambridge.
We watched
So-
it. We went to see it once, and then
Okay.
we made y'all watch it that one
Okay.
night.
Was that at the farmhouse?
It was.
Okay, that's right. Gotcha. So, what's your, I don't know, top 3, top 5? I don't know. It doesn't have to be exact since you're on the spot, but give us some highlights.
I'm gonna think about it. You go.
I need to think about it too. Okay, what's y'all's favorite Disney movie?
That's good.
Okay, so objectively speaking, as cliche as it sounds, Lion King is the best Disney movie.
I just have to disagree.
It has the best life lesson of any Disney movie, to remember who you are. Best soundtrack. Just the instrumental soundtrack will make me tear up every single time, like on command. On command.
Immediately.
Every time. There's a lot of great Disney movies though. There's Hercules. Hades is one of the best Disney villains. Actually, best villains. One of the best villains in cinematic history.
I think one
of the arguments that you can make about Disney movies is they're all so inspirational. Like Remember Who You Are and Lion King. There's so many of those you can find through so many Disney movies.
That's why it's the best, because like everyone has a specific like personal impact with each Disney movie, so it's like it depends.
Yeah, like Beauty and the Beast, it's like love someone for who they are, and not just like what people think. Things like just like Disney has so many life lessons. Noah, what about you? Favorite?
I don't know why the first movie that I thought about was Sky High.
Oh my god.
We love it.
Sky High gets me like nostalgic about like my childhood. So maybe personal attachment. So I guess I'd have 3. I think the best Disney movie is The Incredibles. But I think
Best Pixar.
Sure.
Best Pixar.
But the best Disney, and also, I know this is not a category, but my favorite Disney affiliated movie is Spirited Away, when Studio Ghibli partnered with Disney in 2001 to do the dub. I think it's like the best overdub of a movie. If you don't know Studio Ghibli, if you guys know Ponyo, that's one of my favorites too. But yeah, so those are my 3 movies. The one I'm closest to is Sky High.
I love Sky High. That's such a good. It's underrated.
Yeah, it's underrated, right? I was trying to watch it. It wasn't on Disney Plus. It comes out next month.
Oh my
Which
god.
I'm like, I'm pretty sure the licensure for Sky High is not that expensive.
Probably
Surely not.
Most likely.
Yeah, but who knows? Maybe they did it because they know it's underrated and they know people want to watch it.
Yeah.
Getting the hype up.
Victoria, favorite top 3?
For me personally, I have like a strong attachment to The Little Mermaid. I used to watch it every day when I was little.
Yeah.
I also really love Brave. Like I have 2 separate categories of like classics and then like the newer ones.
Yeah.
Brave and Coco are up there for me though.
Coco. That is the best Pixar movie.
Coco's my number 2 Pixar movie behind
Okay.
After
Incredibles.
Incredibles?
Yes.
Yeah, but I think just off the top of my head, Little Mermaid, Brave, and Coco.
So good. I think my number 1 would be Hercules for sure. I really love the soundtrack. I love the characters. I think it's funny.
What's your favorite Hercules song?
Go the distance.
Oh yeah,
For
okay.
sure. Zero to Hero is a close second.
Like that
My second would be Peter Pan. I've always loved the character, the plot, everything. Just a classic. Third, honestly, I'm gonna have to go with Frozen 2. Believe it or not.
Frozen 2?
I love
Frozen
I love Frozen 2.
So here's my. Okay, so I sound like I don't love Disney. I love Disney, and this is why I'm gonna be hard on Frozen 2.
Okay.
Who's the bad guy? Like, what's the plot?
What?
Like, I didn't understand. I didn't understand how they just like went on a little journey, and there was like an ice monster, and then they went home.
Well, I think the plot of Frozen 2 is Elsa finding who she is.
Yeah, like she's like having a man versus self battle.
Yeah.
So the villain was her inner self, or who she thought she was supposed to be.
The expectations that were on her.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a show it's a series on Disney Plus called Frozen 2 Into the Unknown. It's the making of Frozen 2 from the directors and like the whole cast and everything. It's so cool. I think that you should watch it if you're into like animation or into like behind the scenes stuff. It's super cool.
Okay. So moving on to music. Just what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts on Disney music?
Tarzan.
Yes.
That's
Tarzan.
my initial
It's
thought.
amazing.
Yes. Tarzan's really
Let's just say
good.
as a full-on soundtrack as a whole, Tarzan would probably be my number 1.
Yeah.
I grew up blasting Tarzan, my entire family. Like, so good.
If you like Tarzan though, Brother Bear has a really good soundtrack because Phil
Really
Collins did
does.
all those songs.
Really?
Yeah.
Brother Bear's underrated
Brother
also.
Bear is underrated. It's
Good
such a
movie. Good movie. Yeah.
Made me cry.
Yeah.
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 But gotta go with Hercules. Like there's not a song or bad song on that playlist. You think so?
Oh, no, I was thinking about soundtracks. No, Hercules, fantastic.
Did you guys know in the new Lion King, in the new version of, why am I going back? Hakuna Matata.
Okay.
My name is in the song. I'm literally in the lyrics because he's like, in the change of my name to what, Brad? It's literally in the song. So
yeah.
I just wanted to.
I love that.
So it's Seth Rogen. Anyway.
Yeah.
It was red the whole time.
Are you serious? It's been muted the whole time.
No. Like it was on red.
Oh,
So,
we're
like,
too loud.
The
We were too
feedback.
loud.
Oh, good.
Okay, so we're gonna be a little bit quieter. I actually have some trivia to do with you guys to see who's a little
we need
bit
to whisper.
who's smarter. So question number 1: what year did Disneyland open?
1955. July
Did you guys both know
17th,
that?
To be exact.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so Madison's at 1-0. Okay,
I'll keep
I
score.
found another good question. What was the first Pixar movie?
Toy Story.
Story, yeah.
Okay, both of you. How do you guys know this? Okay.
I want to join in too.
Ooh. What is Tarzan's adopted mother's name?
Oh my gosh, I feel like I know this.
Mary.
No.
No, it's a monkey name. I mean, like,
Adopted mother's name?
she's a
Or real mother's name?
A gorilla.
Kala? Is that who you
Kala.
Yeah.
Oh, I was trying to think of
She got it.
mother.
Okay, so 2-0 to 0.
I thought it was Mary.
Okay, this question everyone will probably know, but it's about who can say it the fastest.
Oh god.
What are the 3 mountains in Magic Kingdom?
Space Mountain,
Mountain,
Splash Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain.
Okay, Vikram gets it.
That's
Let's see here.
2-1. 0.
Oh. What is the name of Rapunzel's chameleon in Tangled?
Pascal.
Pascal.
3-2.
Let's see. Let's see here. What high school did Troy and Gabriella attend?
East High.
That's so easy. Okay.
4-3.
Let's do a harder one. Ooh, how many muses are in Hercules?
5.
I almost said 6. Is it 5?
It's 5.
I trust Madison.
Okay.
What is it? 5?
5.
There are
It's 5. What is the name of Prince Eric's dog in Little Mermaid?
Max.
6-4.
Yeah.
How do you guys know all this? Okay.
Max.
How old is Meredith Blake in 1998's Parent Trap?
26.
Oh my gosh. How do you know?
I
didn't
can
know that
quote
one.
Parent Trap, like I can mute that thing and just like 26. Only
Okay.
15 years older than me.
Oh no.
What is the name of Simba and Nala's daughter?
Oh. These are from
I
like
don't
the
know
sequels
that.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the original.
Nala Jr.
Nope. Not knowledge.
I'm gonna know it when you say it. What is it?
Kiera.
I did know that.
You did know that?
didn't.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, that's enough for trivia for now.
Just for that.
So, you guys have some plans for next year, or at least some plans you've been talking about. Tell us about what that is and how big of an effect Disney World has on those plans.
A big one.
Disney has all of the effects on this place.
Literally. The hope is to go move to Orlando after graduation, and Madison will do the Disney College program,
Yeah.
and I'll do their professional internship with some kind of communications in the parks. So, and we'll live in Orlando and go to the parks every day and be magical.
They just let a bunch of employees go. Like how many employees?
Over 28,000,
Yeah,
and
so
like
many.
tons of like performance cast and things like that.
So
it's really sad.
who knows what's gonna happen with like the internships in the college program? But I think either way, we were thinking of just still going down there just to see what we could do.
Orlando, it's always
Orlando's a
hot,
good one.
always rainy. It's magical.
Oh gosh.
That's the best part about it.
Super muggy.
Oh
it's
my
really
God.
good.
Does Disney ever the parks ever get monotonous?
No,
Really?
because there's there's so much to do. Because like beyond the parks, there's all the resorts, so you can like just drive around or take the monorail and just go eat good food.
Now
And
the
like,
Skyway.
yeah, there's like sky buckets that go between them.
Yeah.
So much fun. Just vibing at a Disney resort. The Polynesian is like the
I was just that's the one
Hawaiian-themed
I've been to.
It's my
That's the
favorite.
one I went to in
can't
Disney.
afford to stay there, but it's magical nonetheless.
There's so much
That's
you can
amazing.
do. They have a spa in like the Grand Floridian, one of their biggest resorts, and that's where I want to work one day.
Oh, so
So
Is there a Star Wars themed one?
hotel.
they're building one that's
They're
gonna.
building
It's
it?
like
Oh my gosh.
bigger than a hotel though. It's like a whole experience that when you stay there, you have to like complete these tasks, or else like your whole group fails the tasks. It's like you basically can't really leave the hotel though, which like some people have criticized it for.
You can't leave the hotel.
They lock you in.
You can, but like you'll fail your mission basically because you won't be able to. I don't know all the details, but there's like some missions you have to do.
How's that lucrative?
You're like part of a Because it's like this fully, like, it's like you're living in Star Wars for a week. Kind of like I've heard people equate it to like a cruise ship experience, but this Star Wars hotel.
Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Except you're not on water.
So you guys have been since the Star Wars part.
Yes.
What is that in Magic Kingdom?
It's in Hollywood Studios.
Hollywood Studios. Okay.
We got the chance to go there together.
So fun.
When was this?
August.
Right before
August?
classes
right
started.
before
Okay. So without giving up any spoilers, I guess isn't there like a ride? Like
There's two rides.
There's two like main rides, and there's like a story arc to them, right?
Yes.
Or-
One of them you're flying on the Millennium Falcon and like trying to smuggle, and you actually
called
like
Smuggler's Run.
you
Okay.
actually control it, so like everyone has a different position, and
Okay.
Yeah.
your
Does it feel like you're in the cockpit?
Yeah.
Yeah, like it moves.
That's what it
and-
looks
It like
like.
gives you like you could be a pilot or a co-pilot. My sister did the Disney College program and she worked that ride.
Yeah, that one's super fun, but the other one is called Rise of the Resistance, and it's like
It's arguably the best Disney ride that there is ever.
Really?
I got chills
Is
the
it a
entire
roller
time.
coaster or is it another
It's
like?
like this whole experience.
Are they both kind of the same in that you're sitting in a room and it moves and stuff? Or
Smuggler's Run is more like it's like a simulation.
Okay.
And then Rise of the Resistance is like you're actually going through it
On a ride,
on
okay.
a little cart thing.
Like animatronics, and it's magical.
I
It's
haven't
just-
even. I'm not like a big Star Wars fan, so like, but like I still appreciate it. Like I did tear up just because it's so cool.
Really?
Yeah.
It was incredible.
I wonder if they'll make any rides from like the original trilogy or like, because isn't it more focused on like the new trilogy?
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
have Star Tours, which is like the old stuff. So you get in a ride vehicle, and it's like a simulation thing, and like C-3PO's driving, and then
Okay.
it's fun.
Yes, I definitely need to go because is it the same at Disneyland? Is it?
I haven't been to that one.
I don't even know if Disneyland like has.
They
Star
have a
Wars.
Galaxy's
Did
Edge,
they
but
really?
I
I haven't been since then.
I don't know what's there.
So I need to go to Disney World. Is what? I'm
Yes,
hearing.
absolutely. They have like a whole big Millennium Falcon like replica.
They also have blue milk, which is
Yeah, I want to try that.
it tasted like a Starburst in a cup. It was really good.
But was it too sweet?
A little bit.
Okay.
You didn't think so?
They have two different kinds. They have like a green one and a blue one. I tried the blue one. It's really, really good.
I like it.
Gotcha.
I'm trying to think of other questions to ask.
I have a question.
Okay.
Yeah.
If you had to pick a favorite Disney character out of like all of them, wow, which one? I feel like it says something about you as a person.
Yeah.
Mushu's up there
Yeah.
for me. Timon's up there for me.
Interesting.
Yeah. I feel a lot like Timon. I don't know why. What?
And you are Timon.
Okay. That's good. It's good to hear it's not just in
You
my
feel
head.
like a sidekick? Is that like what you're saying?
Like
No, Timon, like, I don't know. He's just like he thinks he knows it all, and he's kind of lazy, and he has Pumbaa do a lot of the work for him. And,
Well,
but he's also very loyal,
he's encouraging.
and he wants he wants his friend group to stay exactly the same,
That's true.
and he wants. Why are you looking at me like that?
No, it's very telling. You're right.
I am Timon, but I don't know. What do you think? What character?
Do I think you
what
are?
No, what character do you like the most?
I don't know. I definitely don't relate to her, but I just love Mulan so
Yeah.
much.
Mulan, she's so good.
You could relate to Mulan. You could go save a country.
No, there's no way I could do that. There's no way I could do that. I've just always looked up to her
Yeah.
as a child. Yeah. I just thought that, I mean, she's a very unconventional Disney princess. Maybe not so much now. You know what? I think that's interesting. We are having more Mulan type princesses now. When it came out in what, 98? Did it come out in 98?
I think it was 95.
95. Okay, when it came out in 95, everyone was like, "Oh, Mulan is so cool. Like she's so brave." But I think she's becoming the archetype of future Disney princesses. If you look at the narratives of like Moana and like Elsa, it's all about one, self-discovery,
Merida.
and who's that?
From Brave.
From Brave. Oh
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Yeah, it's all about finding who you are, being unconventional, and doing something heroic.
Yeah.
And I think that's why like Mulan is my favorite character because she's a trendsetter.
That's
Very
emotional.
much women empowerment.
Yeah,
love
no,
that.
I definitely agree with that. Maddie Ogle asks, Make them list. Oh, this is tough. Make them list the Disney movies in order they were created.
1 second. I'm gonna Google it here so I can fact check you guys.
Snow White.
There's all like the silly symphonies and stuff too, but those don't
Oh
count.
no, Silly
Those aren't
Symphonies doesn't
featured
count.
films.
Yeah.
Okay.
Snow White.
Snow White, Pinocchio.
I just know that I can't do this.
There's Fantasia too.
Yep.
Wow.
You're
Yep,
3 for
you're
3.
three for
You're
three.
3 for 3.
Let's see how far
I'm
you
giving
can go.
Madison.
Do you know what year those were?
No,
Do you know roughly?
Snow
I'm just
White
curious.
Was 35.
37. 37. Okay.
Shoot.
So what's number 4?
Bambi.
No.
Oh, I've never heard of this movie.
Bambi's number 6.
Was it like it wasn't a live action one, was it? No.
It could be.
No, it wasn't. It was animated.
There's like all of the.
I don't think you'll ever get this.
I don't know
one.
if you'll get this one.
Say it.
The Reluctant Dragon.
Okay.
I love that one.
What year was that?
You heard of that?
Yeah,
1941.
It's on Disney Plus, and it's like this actor who was famous at the time goes to the Disney studios and is like, I want to make a Disney film, and like he meets Walt and he like walks him through how to make a Disney film. It's so cool.
Is next Dumbo?
Yeah.
Dumbo and then Bambi.
Yep.
Dumbo then Bambi. I knew that.
Oh,
You guys can get 4, because once you get to 4 from now, that's at number 10. If you can get these last 4,
Oh my god.
that'd be
Is
impressive.
Cinderella in there?
I've never heard of any of these 4.
Me either.
There's like the 3 Caballeros one, right? Is that the
Yeah.
one that's
It's
next?
That's number 9.
not next though.
The 3
Okay.
Caballeros.
Yeah.
Was
Whatever
there
they
not 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea?
were. No.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Saludos Amigos.
Saludos Amigos. That's the 3.
Victory Through Air Power. I think that was
Oh, is this
a
like
World
the
War
World War
II.
II
I think that was World War II themed, like support the troops, and then Make Mine Music.
Right.
Oh right.
Yes. Dang.
Dang.
I'm impressed that you got some of those.
That's all Madison.
Thank you, Maddie. That was a good. That's a good question. Any last thoughts? You guys got 7 minutes, so.
Wow. It's on my bucket list to hit all of the Disney parks in the world.
Yes.
So where are they?
Disney World in Florida, Disneyland. There's Paris,
Paris,
which
RIP.
Going to
R.I.P.
go to.
Tokyo, Shanghai,
And there's
Hong Kong.
Yeah, Hong Kong.
Really?
I think that's it.
There's also a resort in Hawaii.
Aulani.
Okay.
Hawaii. We were gonna go to the one in Paris.
On my birthday.
Some
But-
kind of pandemic hit.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be the 3
it's
of
a weird
us.
thing.
So sad.
So the mayor of Bath told me not to go.
Literally.
Why? What
We-
did,
Talking to the mayor of this tiny England city, and he was like, it was England, right?
Yeah.
Bath isn't. I wouldn't say Bath is tiny.
It's not, I don't know.
It's a pretty historic. Pretty historic.
All
city,
right.
though.
Well, we're to this historic city in England, and we met the mayor, and we were like, yeah, we're planning on traveling through Europe, and we're gonna go to Paris Disneyland. And he's like, don't go to Paris Disneyland. That's so stupid. You're literally dumb. He didn't say that, but that's what the vibe I got from
What
him.
was his? Did he have a reason?
Because there's just so much more to see in Europe than
Yeah,
like Paris
I
Disneyland.
guess in comparison to like everything that we could go see in all of Europe,
we said, okay.
we're gonna go to Disneyland.
I mean, we had a lot we were gonna do. I think it was fine. One day on my birthday, it would have been nice.
And it's a very American thing, obviously. Yeah, Walt's just a good man. Did some really, really great things.
Walt is an inspiration.
Such an inspiration.
Tell us a little bit about Walt.
Walt. Well,
Madison's a Walt expert also.
I love Walt. Well, he was born in Chicago.
Okay.
Raised in Kansas City. He moved out to LA. He was told that he couldn't do what he wanted to do. He said he wasn't creative enough.
He
Started writing
started
books.
companies and like went
Yeah,
bankrupt.
he went bankrupt, like Silly Symphonies. He got, he like created a character and then it was like stolen by a company.
Is this Oswald?
Oswald
the Lucky
yeah.
Rabbit. They have him back now, but they like totally stole him.
Which, thank God, or else Mickey wouldn't have been born on a train going back to LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then after the symphonies, the Silly Symphonies, the short clips that he animated, he started writing Snow White. This is the first full-length animated motion picture ever.
He got an Oscar for Snow White, and they give him like 7 little Oscars.
For all the little dwarfs.
Really?
Yeah.
It's super cute.
I know Shirley Temple attended that premiere.
He did. She did.
Yeah.
He did.
He did.
She's still alive.
Is she?
But I got the chance to go out to his hometown. Well, he was born in Marceline, Missouri. That's where he was raised.
She's very dead.
Oh, Shirley Temple, dead, definitively.
Okay. And I got to go out to his farm where I saw the tree that he sat under, where it's the birth of creativity, where he first started drawing. I got to go out there. That was really, really cool.
I have a fun question.
Yeah.
Please. Oh.
Walt Disney or however you want to word it versus Harry Styles.
I just feel like that's
Harry
not even the
Styles.
same realm.
Who's more important to you, Walt Disney or Harry Styles?
Harry Styles.
Yeah, not even the same category. I
One's
think
dead
in the
and one's
scheme
alive.
of things, the things that they've done for the world, Walt.
I agree.
Obviously.
I changed my answer.
But Harry Styles, right now, currently,
So you visited Walt's hometown,
yes.
and you visited Harry's hometown.
Oh, that is true.
That's so true.
We did.
We went to his place of work
This is a dual
before
segment.
The bakery.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
really awkward but super fun.
Should have done a podcast on Harry.
Next time.
Next time.
If there's,
If we survive.
I can't guarantee that there's going to be a next time, but we'll see. We will
If there
see.
is, Harry Styles will be the main feature.
We'll be ready. We'll bring him with us. He'll be on with us.
Well, Victoria. Oh, sorry. Always got it.
Picture.
Ooh.
I'll have them take a picture of the four of us. I want to get some highlights.
Oh, okay.
Cute. Is she wearing a Disney
Can you get a
mask?
picture of us four?
Yes, I would be honored. I like your Disney mask. I was gonna
What
say
did
you
just
guys
talk
are
about?
Disney. Okay, wait, that's like my sister works there. So fun. Okay. 3, 2. Oh, you guys, proud mom. Okay. Kidding.
Well, thank you,
Yes,
Madison
thanks for having us.
and Victoria.
I really like your sweatshirt too. That's so fun.
First hour done.
Alright.
Stop recording. No. Recording. You almost stopped streaming.
Wow, guys, you
I hit
dressed.
stop virtual camera.
You're
Should I turn on?
matching.
Okay, all
Should I
right.
hit
Just,
that
just,
again?
just give it to me.
There we go.
So how's
And then
the
stop
whole
recording.
ordering situation?
Okay.
Well,
Because like I really want a cup of coffee, but I felt like I was gonna get the head out there.
I'm glad you guys want that.
What?
They were very strange about it.
is this muted?
I was just trying to be normal.
No, you're good.
Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, Brad.
Hey,
How are you?
we're gonna get started here in a second.
You're good.
So professional.
Gotta change the
This is Brad
graphic.
is out.
Wow, this is exciting.
Oh my gosh. Can I see the behind the scenes?
Wow.
Oh, it's just a lot of blackness. Can you put Mads Gorms and Sarah's?
Yeah, that's only fair. Our actual names.
The
we
people
are legally
that-
going
Hey,
to
can I
change
do
our
that?
names.
Wait.
BT does.
Sarah's
They
Laundress
don't.
and Mads Gorms.
BT does. I don't know your biggest group, but they won't allow more than 5 at a table.
Yeah, they won't.
They told us.
Yeah,
that.
we're fine.
Okay, good.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
tell everyone to listen right
Okay, for real though, what is what's your topic? Because
Oh, okay,
super
so here's the
confused.
thing.
Just tell me a topic right now.
We have all the. We will talk as long as you do
now.
this.
Flirting
talk.
and masks.
That's what she
Flirting
wants to-
with masks on?
Yeah, this
I
is
think
something
that's
that I
good.
have not done well.
Well, we were just talking about it a lot.
Or
today.
we had another idea to brainstorm different ideas for different topics.
We
that
can
could
talk
I was
be
about
gonna say
talked
the
all
about.
topic
kinds of things.
brainstorm.
That would be good too.
Oh, maybe put that the topic brainstorm. Can you switch
Brainstorming
it?
Can I
topics
just
for
keep
24
flirting
hours.
with masks?
Sure.
Sure.
And then we can change it, you know,
We can
as,
talk
as,
about
it
it.
goes
As we
on.
go.
Yeah.
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 That's good. It's
so,
a real thing though.
So, yeah, tell me about how you got the idea for flirting with masks.
Flirting with masks. This is all Sarah's actually.
Oh my gosh, don't say that.
Are we actually on right now?
We're not on
I
right now,
just
are we?
started the recording,
Wait, but
so
can I like promote for a second? For this?
yeah, sure.
It's gonna be a picture.
Is this
it's
a
gonna
video?
Be a video. It's gonna be a
Okay.
video. Yeah. All right. That. Oh, okay. Wait, that was so much pressure. Okay, ready, set, go.
Am I supposed to say something?
No,
Yeah, that was
say
really
something.
good. Just talk. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
good.
so listen to our podcast, links in our bios.
Links in their bios.
We're talking
Okay,
about
that's
flirting with
perfect.
masks.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are we really?
Should I put my
apparently
mask on?
Sarah is.
I feel like you wouldn't be able to hear. Also, wait, can I do the armchair expert thing when he's like, welcome, welcome, welcome? Do you guys watch that?
Yeah.
I think I just did
all.
it. I just killed it.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I need to be closer.
Sarah, you can do it.
Welcome, welcome, welcome to Brad's Thoughts.
Oh, that was really loud.
What?
Okay.
Guys, oh, you're fine. Third interview.
Yeah.
How are you doing?
I was gonna say,
We've
I'm
made it
glad that
out
we
of-
get the early
We're
end.
almost after you guys. We'll be a 12th of the way through.
That's so
That's honestly
exciting.
not bad.
No, you're a really great friend. You're just.
You
that's
guys,
really good
you
support.
guys are matching.
That's-
Did you? Plan
Yeah.
that?
Did you plan this?
Yes.
Yeah.
we did.
That's
Although
good.
I'm kind of sad that the Cool Dad iconic sweatshirt.
It did make a
It-
reappearance.
Well,
make a comeback.
it can. Someone just has to go to
get
my
it?
house and get it. So at
we
some
actually
point.
might be going to your
I
house.
actually, I do need
So-
someone
might
to
get
get me a coloring book and crayons. I'm going to
That sounds
put
like an
that
essential.
somewhere.
Yeah, that's good.
Hey, so like, how does ordering work?
Yeah.
Because like, I have never had Waffle House coffee.
Well, I would
I'm
assume
a
they
little
would
tired
come.
and would love.
We would love to give these
They
people.
haven't
good
really
tips.
been coming to serve. I don't know why. But normally,
Unlike
last
the
year they
university
literally
students.
came.
Yeah, they came every time.
They came
he
every
said.
single
because
time.
they give
They
them a
know
lot of
that you're
money.
here for 24 hours.
Yes,
No.
man.
What? Do they what?
They don't know that you're here for 24 hours.
The shift at 9. There's a lady that knows because we came 2 days ago and
Oh,
just
cool.
told them about what we were doing. But
Did you tell them or did you ask them?
we told them that we did it last year and we're like, it's cool if we come, right? And they're like, yeah, sure.
Okay, not gonna lie, this divider kind of helps.
It does.
Yeah.
Yes.
It does block out.
It does help my like mental sanity for like, am I
Yeah.
going to get
That's good.
the Rona in here?
All right. Well,
Okay, yeah, sorry.
Yeah. We've had quite the day. We went shopping today.
Okay.
And
Good. We
Sarah,
went shopping for Halloween
Yeah.
because we're being Phineas and Ferb.
Okay.
I don't think you're ready to hear that.
Who's
but,
Phineas and who's Ferb?
Oh,
Take a guess. Take a guess.
Honestly, I haven't seen enough Phineas and Ferb to know.
Okay,
but
but it's okay.
Okay.
Do you know what they look like? Which one's orange and which
Yes.
one's green?
yes.
Okay, no, go for it.
Yeah,
So
take your best guess. Hit me with your best.
You're Ferb.
Correct.
Phineas.
Impeccable. Noah, 5 points.
Thank
Wait,
you.
Phineas.
Brad,
I was gonna
negative
say
five.
Phineas just because
So
it's Ferb.
triangle head, tall person,
Yeah.
Okay.
which I would say sums us up pretty good.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
What did we talk about last year? I talked about London fogs.
I talked
Yes.
about
I
dating in
can't beat
Indiana.
that.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You can't beat that either.
I
That's
know.
pretty good.
That's good. I don't
think we
know
got
if this
boring
thing is
there.
on, but my friend
It's on.
Andrew was really excited to listen.
It's on, right?
Andrew.
Yeah, it's on.
Andrew Clark, he goes to Sanford,
out.
so shout out to him.
Tell him to put something in the chat.
Andrew, I don't know how you put something in the chat. I sent him the link to the YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah. He's tuning in. He just
We
wanted me
also
to
thought a
know.
good segment. Okay, so flirting and masks was a good segment.
Yeah, because Sarah's apparently
Okay, so
a
here's
pro.
what happened. We were texting. The three of us were in a group text
Yes.
with Brad, and I jokingly said that I wanted to talk about, or Maddie said I could talk about having the coronavirus because
Yeah.
fun fact.
I had
Maddie
COVID.
it. Yeah. And
It's
then
great.
I was
It's
like,
wild.
oh, I really like Chick-fil-A. I could talk about chicken.
I'm pretty sure you're eating Chick-fil-A at the same time as well.
Probably. Oh, you're gonna get someone?
Yeah, because I want you guys. I want you
Yeah,
to
to pay.
get
Yeah.
your coffee.
Yes, I also would like to try Waffle House coffee for the first time.
Yeah, she's never had Waffle House coffee.
Which is probably just a crappy cup of coffee. Anyways, so then I was like, maybe I should talk about something real. I was like, JK, I won't talk about chicken, I'll talk about nursing because I know
Are you a nurse?
a very
you guys
limited
need
amount.
what, a coffee each?
Yes, a coffee and a chocolate milk would be great.
Oh,
No,
I'm
you're good.
actually-
Oh, I'm getting both coffee and chocolate milk. I'm
Sorry,
super
sorry.
extra. Sorry.
Coffee and chocolate milk, and I'm gonna get hash browns. Hash browns? Yeah. Something right? I'll get a chocolate milk as well. Chocolate milk? Yeah, great.
Is it?
Thank you, ma'am.
It's pretty
Honestly, you
All
could
these
just
people
put this.
just
You could
miss
just
a
put
really
this
great-
plate on the next table.
tough. No, I'm gonna put it on this table.
Oh, yeah, that's a good idea.
Literally
That
put
table's
it there.
moved, yeah.
Update, Noah's smart. Update,
We already
Brad's
knew
still
that.
down 2 points.
Down 2 points on
Yeah,
what?
because you didn't guess who was Phineas and
Because
who
now
was
I got
Ferb.
5 points. And I think
Are you guys rating us?
No, we're
it's
just giving you a
it's just
point scale right
system.
now.
You guys are that's rating us.
No, that's not
It's
rating.
scoring us.
Okay.
You can score us.
But you both got points for wearing matching.
Okay.
Yeah,
Well.
both of you did. So,
So-
that's, yeah.
So flirting with masks.
Yeah, Sarah,
Let's
tell
talk
us-
about this for a while.
Tell us about that, Sarah.
Well, okay, I just think it's a lot easier to flirt with a mask on.
Okay.
I
Explain.
disagree.
I feel like I wish that this was a video podcast because you're not going to be able to get the full effect. But I think that something about only seeing someone's eyes win to the soul. No? Yeah?
Eyes are
yes.
the window
Oh,
to
And
the
yes.
people
soul.
are paying so much more attention to your eyes. So I decided
Yeah.
I don't flirt with my mask on frequently,
Hmm.
but I decided
does
to
she?
try. I decided to try it out on Maddie today. And I don't know. I think it's a move. I think that it's easier to flirt with people, with strangers, with mask on.
Yeah, that's fair. We were
Because like also there's like that level of like there's vulnerability with just the eyes.
Yeah.
But also there's not too much vulnerability because they can't see the rest of your face.
Right.
That's true.
I would put it, but they can't hear.
Yeah. So how this happened was we were at Barnes and Noble's walking through,
Yeah.
and Sarah looked
I went
at
from
me,
and we like separated ways, went far away.
yeah,
from
we
each other.
separated to give each other some better distance.
Walking through the books, very
Yeah,
serious.
yeah. And Sarah gave me like the side eye, and then kind of did like an up and down situation, and then
Wow.
almost a wink, but like
Wow.
not a wink.
Not a wink.
I didn't mean to do that.
Yeah, it was pretty smooth.
When I wink, I look like a chicken having a seizure. So
Do a wink. Do a wink. Do a wink.
no, there's so much pressure.
This is not pressure.
There's no video.
How would you rate that?
It's
On a
not
scale
bad.
from 1 to 5.
It's not bad.
But I laughed.
It looks like you used a lot of muscle.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I do have very strong eye muscles.
She regularly works on
Strong
her
eye
eye
muscles.
muscles.
And it's only 8:30.
Yeah. I don't have the talent that Sarah does, unfortunately. I
I think
can't
you do.
wink.
No, that's not true.
And
That is not
I
true.
roll my eyes.
Why are you
when I
lying
look at
on here,
people.
girl?
I can't.
You just did it. See? Hurts. Anyways, that's my thoughts on flirting with a mask.
Yeah.
It's a learning process for us all.
yeah.
What are your thoughts on flirting with a mask, Brad?
I was gonna say,
This is Brad's
I
thoughts.
mean, I don't know if I've done much flirting with. I don't think I've done much flirting.
I doubt that
Let
that's
alone with the
true.
mask.
I just doubt that that's true, Brad.
You doubt that it's
I
true.
doubt that that's true. Brad, it's your senior year of college.
Wait,
and I
that's
think that
all-
you want to find your catch senior year of college. So if there's any lovely ladies listening in,
okay, we cannot talk about dating with me though because like,
oh, I heard that that's
There
not
actually
a
is a segment, right?
and also
That's a segment.
like, you know, basic. You know, we have to talk about chickens and nursing. You know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
Okay, so here's what I propose.
Yeah.
What if we all did this shot?
Absolutely not.
I don't know.
Okay, I'm gonna open them all for us.
Okay.
The half and half shots will be done.
Thank you.
Because it's Friday. Oh my
Thank you.
goodness.
Thank you.
Thank you.
These mugs are so cute.
Oh, they are cute.
You guys need a straw.
This
I
is
would
not
love
my
a
one.
straw.
Okay.
Thank
I
you.
just called your hash browns in. Hopefully they'll be up.
Can I get a little bit of sugar for my coffee?
It's in that thing.
Oh, okay, perfect.
The thing by
Thanks.
the thing.
Sorry, I'm weak.
No, you're fine.
I can't drink it black quite yet. I'm working on it though, working my way up.
Chocolate milk. Is this one check?
Yeah, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And then a coffee. And
I got her.
hash brown.
She my little boo thing.
All right. And the straw.
Okay, so chickens and nursing. Is this
Yeah.
like two? Is this related, or are they two separate topics?
We
doing
can't
our
do
shot.
that. I do not want to drink half and half.
So what's in this? What is in this?
This is half
Thank
and half.
you.
What is that?
It's like
What does that mean? It's milk.
half. Okay, half and half is like whole milk. What is it? It's half.
Wait, so it's just milk?
Essentially, it's
It's
like really,
half-
it's creamy.
Is it milk or creamer? Is that the same thing?
the same
It's
thing.
whole. Yeah.
But like
milk
that,
is or creamer.
You
is-
don't have to refrigerate.
Hold up. So it's not really milk.
No, it's
Because
definitely
milk you have to refrigerate.
Okay, new topic. Milk is fake.
New topic. Milk is a trick.
Okay, you ready?
Okay, I'm doing
I'm
it.
not participating in this.
Boom. You good.
Yeah, you have
You're
to like
good.
hit, yeah,
Cheers.
hit the
Boom.
table.
Oh god.
It's nasty.
No, it was bad. Ooh, I like it in things, but not by itself. You will never know until you try it.
Ah.
You know what I mean?
2 points. Me and Noah, we didn't do that.
Can I have like a tiny sip of chocolate?
Oh,
milk
we
to
get
that
points too.
Yeah,
out? Sorry.
Yeah, no. Let's see how this chocolate milk is.
it's good. It's good chocolate milk.
New topic.
Good quality.
Chocolate milk rating. Ooh, this is good actually.
Thank
This hits different.
You're welcome.
Oh, she's so sweet. I
She's
love
really
her.
nice.
What's her name?
Wow, that
So-
was bad.
Yeah, that was not.
That was
a good
not
decision.
milk. That was not.
I was gonna
not
say
it.
the chocolate variety of milk in this establishment is better.
Wow.
I do have something to say about chickens, actually.
Okay.
Hit us with it, man.
Oh, Andrew wants to know how he put something in the chat.
Andrew.
There should be a. It's
I
on.
think
If
Andrew's
the live stream's for
listening
YouTube, so.
right now.
Andrew's listening right now. Yeah, he's
Andrew,
live
I'm
texting
obsessed with you. It's
me. It's on YouTube if you didn't hear the bosses.
Do you have someone talking about TikTok too? Because me and Maddie could talk about that for a while.
We do have someone talking about TikTok.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
That's good.
Well, we already have that topic covered.
Chicken.
Yeah, we haven't talked about chicken yet. So.
There is an Instagram account called the Worst Chicken, like Worship Chicken, and it's one of those rubber chickens that you squeeze and it makes that obnoxious sound. But they do it to the tune of worship music. It's a whole thing. I could also do a whole segment on weird Instagram stuff.
I don't know how to respond to that.
I have a weird Instagram that you should follow.
Really?
Yeah, it's called Siblings Are Dating.
Wait, that's your account?
No, she doesn't run it. No,
I was like, you run an account.
No, I don't
it's
run
called
the account.
Siblings
I
Are
do not
Dating.
run the account, but it's something that everyone should follow because it is wild. You literally, like, I'll quiz you right now. Can we do that?
Sure, quiz me. I don't know.
I'm gonna quiz you.
It's really bad. New topic: drinking coffee with straws. How do we feel about that?
I actually am a fan of that because
My mom would kill
hot
me.
drinks burn my mouth really easily. So like if I have a straw, it won't like completely burn my entire mouth.
Okay, I'm gonna show you this picture, and you can examine the picture. You just can't swipe because it'll tell you the answer. Are these two siblings or are they dating?
That is a really, really good
Siblings.
It's not even the best.
Siblings.
You think they're siblings?
Oh yeah, for
Okay,
sure.
so for all
But I'm
of you
sure they're
listening,
dating since they look
her
like
hand-
siblings.
Her hand is on his thigh.
Ooh, upper
Their
thigh
heads
too.
are together, like tilted in.
And they
towards
look
one another.
alike.
They are siblings.
Oh, they are siblings.
They
They're
look alike.
siblings. Yeah, they're
Okay.
siblings. Okay, let me give you another one. There's one in particular that really just shocks me every time. Actually, there's multiple in particular.
10 out of 10 cute mug though.
We'll go with this one. What do you think about this one? Siblings are dating. The guy is standing behind the girl with both of his arms like around her.
It clearly looks like a dating relationship, but I'm gonna go with siblings because I'm sure it's the opposite.
Because you think it's the opposite.
Now they're dating.
You think they're dating?
Yes. Because she's just too smug.
Siblings.
Boom! I knew it.
What?
I knew it.
Isn't that weird?
That's crazy.
I would not. I don't have
That's
a brother. But
crazy.
I
Am I
don't
getting
even
points
think
right
I
now
would.
for beating Noah in this?
Yeah,
Okay.
you are. Yeah. Here's a classic. What do we think about this one?
Nah, they're dating.
Pay attention to the detail. This picture has a guy standing behind a girl with his arms around him. Her midriff is showing,
I
and
like
his
that they
hands are
can't
on.
see.
I'm gonna go with
Yeah,
dating.
I'm trying to describe it.
I hope it's
What's
dating.
the at handle?
I hope-
I think the at handle is just
The at
siblings.
handle is siblings are dating.
Yeah.
This is from October 13th.
They're gonna wanna
if you
know
wanna
that.
follow along. Yeah, this
I
one's
hope
really,
dating, but are they just all siblings? Because the past two have been siblings.
I don't know.
Dating.
You think they're dating?
I'm going with dating.
Siblings.
They're siblings.
weird.
It's
Siblings.
Siblings.
Yeah, they do spell it wrong. But
Gosh.
it's a really interesting account. It's really, they post something daily, and so oftentimes it's something I do now in my daily routine is look at them.
Wake up, brush teeth, check siblings are
Check
dating.
siblings are
gosh.
dating. And I vote.
no.
So,
Dang.
Yeah.
Okay, nursing.
yeah,
Oh.
what about nursing?
What's the what's going on these days?
Well, okay, so my thought is that these days I go to the hospital a lot. And honestly, I don't like to talk about nursing that much, but more the crazy stories. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, that's like low-key a HIPAA violation, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So I'm feeling a little uneasy about my topic choice.
Hey, that was a really good thing for you to recognize, though. You're gonna be.
I know, I'm
nurse.
trying to be a good nurse and not like burn my bridges before I even get licensed, you know what I mean?
Do you want to work in a hospital?
So I do want to work in a hospital. Dream job.
Colorado.
Oh my gosh, Noah! I feel so
Point
dumb.
Noah.
Yeah.
In Colorado.
Colorado.
You don't look
Do
like
you
you're
know
winning
what
this
field?
thing.
I knew Colorado. I just
children.
didn't need to say because I already knew.
Noah, yay!
Noah gets another
Hey,
point.
Colorado Springs.
Nice.
Okay,
Wow.
point,
I feel so
Brad.
bad by you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, Colorado Children's Hospital in
Yeah.
Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
So.
Top 5 in the pro, right? Nationwide.
Top 6, yeah.
Top 6.
Yeah. it's
What
number
is-
6, so
What
almost
is
5. Oh my
Colorado Springs Children's Hospital?
Colorado Children's Hospital, but then there's like different branches, but the
Okay.
branch that I would most like to work at is in Colorado Springs because I have another friend who might be moving there, so we could like move there together.
Who is
That'd
it?
be kind of spiffy.
Is it what's her face from Anderson?
No. Oh,
I'm
there's a
also
video.
doing some broadcasting here. Tune in, folks.
Andrew's already here. We don't need
Yeah,
him now.
Andrew's here, so that's
Anyways,
good.
yeah, so I have a lot of weird nursing stories. Lots of weird ones. Man, but I just don't think it's...
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of like one of the weirdest ones. I feel like every day I come home and there's like 15 stories, so then you start
Can
forgetting
you
them.
tell them about your summer experience with nursing?
Nelly. No.
That
I
was a
just
fake
said a
name.
name. Sorry,
that was a fake name.
Yeah, it was interesting. It was, no, I don't think I can.
Oh, man.
Well, do you guys have any topics that you can't talk about?
That we can?
Mhm.
We can talk about
Live
almost
a very
anything.
secretive life.
Yeah. Do you have any questions for us? I have a list of questions that I ask people on my phone.
Have you been on any Indiana-style dates in the past? I guess since last time we did the podcast.
You know, I haven't. I
and a
have
half.
spent a lot of time in Indiana this year, though. Shout out to Corona.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the walks became not as datey and more as like a family thing. So.
Oh, right, it was walking.
So,
on a date with your
the
mom.
coronavirus has actually changed the very fabric of Indiana dating culture.
There's a good chance, yeah.
Holy cow.
Okay, this coffee is growing on me, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
I'm kind of digging it. Yeah, you want some?
I'll try it.
It just has like a swig.
Brad doesn't like coffee.
That's not true. I just don't
1
drink
point,
it.
Maddie.
I don't
No.
need coffee, like, to stay awake
That's
or
the whole
anything.
conversation.
I just stay awake.
You don't like coffee. You've told me multiple times that you do.
I just
not
like sleep instead of trying to stay up.
That's
I
fair.
started doing coffee to relate to my friends because all my friends really enjoy coffee, and now I love it.
Not it.
It has one of these shots in it and a swig of.
Does espresso and coffee taste a lot different? Or are those called lattes?
So espresso you like put in like milk and stuff.
Yeah.
So lattes, are
The
those...
name changes based on how it's prepared. So like coffee isn't espresso. Espresso is a lot stronger. That has water. Well, I guess espresso is too.
Oh my. Hey, it's kind of chill in here right now. We're the only people.
It is.
Yeah, this is pretty exciting.
Other than those peeps. They're all the way down there.
But it do be chill in here sometimes.
It's pretty chill in this one.
It'll pick up at like 2 a.m. It'll get more crowded, yeah. At least it did last year.
Crazy. Free
So-
COVID though.
Yeah, true. We'll see.
Or worse.
Are you guys prepared to like? Never mind. I won't talk about it.
Prepared to stay here.
Yeah, I'm just like really.
I mean, like, we know what
I'm
we're
happy
getting
that we
ourselves
got-
into.
Okay,
but
I forget when we talked last. Oh, you know what it was?
I'm pretty sure it was
Me and
really
Jules
late.
talked together in the morning, and
Yeah.
then you talked really late, and I came back with you.
Yeah, we really tried to empathize with you guys in that moment.
Thank you.
Yeah. But this is good. Andrew, again, was very excited that this had another.
Who is this, Andrew?
He's one of my best friends from Indiana. Actually, Andrew is the dating expert in Indiana.
Really?
Should we tell them about our parody?
We
Actually,
have
we
a
need
great
your
thing.
help.
We have, yeah,
You guys are
we have a
into
great
cool
thing.
projects.
Such as podcasts.
Such as podcasts and Waffle Houses. For,
Yeah.
I can't tell you how many responses I got on my story yesterday that was like of people who don't go to Lee and don't know anything about y'all, and they were like, so like Waffle House, chickens, nursing, podcast, what? Like 24, like they were just so confused, and I was like, I don't know how to explain this other than those words. Anyways, but maybe you guys would know some people in the music department, film department. We're working on a Lee University parody.
A song, yeah.
It's probably not going to be sponsored by Lee because it doesn't feel like the type of thing that Lee wouldn't be behind.
We also don't plan on wearing a mask if this is recorded like we hope.
because me and Maddie are roommates.
I have not.
Oh my god.
That was funny. That's okay.
No worries.
Her name's Jennifer. I looked on her name tag.
It's good to have,
my
you
girl
know.
Jay.
I love the waitress sound bits that we get to pull out in this podcast. There was one last year where Noah he fell asleep at like 9 a.m. and the waitress came and yelled at him to get up because this is like an establishment.
Oh my
It
god.
was so funny.
Okay, I just thought of another conversation topic if you run out of topics with someone else. I don't know how this microphone works, but you could do some weird
Sound bites? Like
Yeah.
voice effects?
yeah, or like ASMR.
We have an ASMR.
You
Oh,
do?
good.
Yeah.
Good.
We'll have
Who's
someone
doing
do
it?
that.
I That'll be really
Brandon
interesting.
Ewell and Macy Henry.
That'll be really interesting. That'll be
Yeah,
good.
that'll be interesting.
I need to drink this milk.
Here's where our parody came from.
Yeah.
So I did not attend Lee all my 4 years. I transferred from Indiana University, and they had a song written like in 2011, 2012, where 2 students wrote a song about Indiana University, and it became this whole thing. So it's called "This Is Indiana." And so
Kind of like a "This Is Me" parody.
no,
Oh.
it's like a completely.
I like that, though.
I don't actually know if I could play it because we don't have the rights to it, but you should look it up if you haven't heard it. So
Like on
we
a
went
podcast
to.
platform?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is
if
that
we're
like a
allowed-
rights?
I don't
Yeah, no, it is.
So
Yeah.
we had
I
a wedding.
think that legal things don't exist as long as I'm not trying to make money.
You should take media
Do you
law.
know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I mean,
I should.
we wouldn't
I
get a
should have been
cease. We
communication
wouldn't get a cease and desist, but we would be kicked off of the stream.
That'd be so.
Wait, so what if
upsetting.
I sung it? Would I be kicked off? Well,
I
not
don't
me
know.
physically, but like.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think
Only
you're
if you
fine.
I would
actually
love
play
for
it.
you
I would
to
just
sing.
love for you to sing
I would
on
love
this
for you to
Waffle
sing
House.
part of it.
That is okay. I sing in public far too often for that.
Fair enough.
But yeah, so they wrote this parody song and it went viral. It was huge. And so now it's played at every sporting event, everything that has to do with IU. And so we went to a wedding in the beginning of October. It feels, or was it September? It was September.
It was September. Do you remember? Yeah.
Yeah, very beginning of September, and we went to Indianapolis. So I got to take Sarah here and Julia, who's our other roommate, to Bloomington for the day, to which I introduced them to this song, where we got the great idea to rewrite it for Lee. So we have rewritten the majority of the song.
Yes.
It's incredible. The lyrics are incredible.
Yes.
And honestly, we think that it would be a really big hit. Probably not as big of a hit as Brad's thoughts, because this is a pretty good idea.
Let
But-
me read you some of the lyrics.
We're
Can I
failing
read you some
industry.
of the lyrics? Wait.
Let's hear it.
Okay. I have
you
to
can
find it.
rate
I have
it.
a lot of notes. Y'all ever make like the random notes and then like the really deep notes where you type down like your deep thoughts? And then you have like laundry detergent on a list, you know?
I feel that.
I sometimes put them together and then I'll be like, blah, 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 blah.
Those are not the lyrics.
Nope.
I think I have them if you don't.
I have a lot of notes on here.
You sent it to us.
Blender bottle. I had to
I
get
can.
one of those.
I know
Got
the.
one.
Okay, I know the chorus by heart. Actually, it's Did you find it?
These are literally like my poems.
Look at-
That's
Write
embarrassing.
poems?
Sometimes when I'm feeling feelsy.
This is Vegas. Yeah, we like coffee. Bring
I can't
it on a
find
hike. Yeah, you know, chill Howie.
Oh,
Because this
no,
is
we
Lee,
need to
you. We're Division 2, 2. We got pictures down the halls.
It would be better if
Spring by spring we fall. Talking
You
about
remember
the
all of
pri-
these?
No, I just remember the chorus. Talking about the private school. When we
When we
gonna
gonna get that pool?
Because I was talking about getting a pool.
Ask the President Chapel. No.
Yeah. So then there's this part in the the original This Is Indiana
When did you guys
song.
come up with this?
Like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
We literally
It's so the quality
Just
of
sat
the
down for an
lyrics
hour
is
and
pretty
wrote it.
incredible. There's this one part, and it's like this violin player because they have a really great school of music at IU. No plug or anything.
So we
but,
asked our
also.
neighbor if he would play.
Yeah, because it's a beautiful violin solo, right? And so we have a neighbor who's in the music department. He doesn't want to do it because it's not university affiliated. So if anyone knows violin, let us know.
But he said he
But-
might have some friends.
Yeah.
Neighbor David. Yeah.
But it slows down, and during the violin solo, we have every intention of saying the college benediction.
Oh yeah. Now let the words in my mouth. It's gonna be so good.
It's
It's gonna
really
be so
good.
funny.
So, I don't know if you have any friends in the production world
If
who
you do, that would be
charge
great.
really cheap.
Okay, now
I
all
don't
I'm
have
having,
any.
I'm finding emails that I drafted in my notes. Good afternoon. My name is Sarah Laundress. And blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't find anything in here. Okay. But that's the idea. So if you have any friends, that would be great.
Yeah, it would be really. And if you have any ideas we did include some Greek life for our Greek life
We
friends.
did. We talked about tap night.
Yeah, obviously.
Classic.
My favorite night.
You should
of the
sing
year.
that part. What part? Where is that in the song?
I'll find it. I'll find
Yeah,
it. You
find
sent
it.
it in
Find the
our
lyrics.
group message, I think.
They're pretty good, honestly.
They're really good.
Although there's a few parts that we really didn't work out.
They're not perfect yet.
Yeah, but
Would it be in links?
I don't know. Also, Brad, No, I don't think we told you about this, but our apartment 3 sweatshirts came in.
They did.
Is there like a spelling error or something?
No.
You seem
they just-
disappointed.
It is a little sad. We had big thoughts for them to look like this, except saying apartment 3. We should have had it spelled out, honestly, but we put APT3. We're really into our apartment. Anyways, and we were supposed to get them, they were supposed to be black writing.
Oh, I found
They're
it.
like this teal, bright blue. It's a lot going on.
Okay, I'm gonna speak this to the tune of the song.
Okay.
Please don't do that. Okay. Lee, you, who's your mama? We know you love your mama. Yeah, our school's coming up taller. We beaten shorter. I know you're stressed for room check, but you're fine, bro. Stuff it under your bed, your RA won't know. The real Medlin all making those freshman girls want to call. Another one-on-one with the Greek Club. This just in, it's tap night, they're in it. And then we scream, put it on,
Put it
obviously.
on, yeah.
And then we go into the chorus of, yeah, this is Clee Vegas.
Yeah, we drink coffee.
Bring it on the hikes now. You know, chill how we. Cause this is you. We're Division 2. We got pictures on our wall.
Down the halls.
Spring by spring we fall. Here. Talking about the private school. When we gonna get that pool? And then the second verse is just not it yet.
No, I think it isn't.
We talk about the eternal flame.
Ready?
We can't give it all away here.
Oh, it's so true.
We have to do
really
like
can't.
Was that good?
You guys could talk to, because you know how first year programs makes the OCC
We talk
song?
about the Vindagua.
I got
They
to
could
help
just
write that.
they could
Yeah,
just
she
make like a
wrote
this could be like a
I
first
wrote
year
it with
program
Macy
song.
Williams, yeah.
You
That
are
like
in the presence of fame with Mad Gorms right now.
Just because I helped Macy Williams write the parody song for
Yes.
OCC.
Yeah.
but you could record this song and it'd be like at freshman
We could.
orientation.
We talk about Nora
And it like
Chambers.
explains a lot of parts of campus.
Right? They talk about
Yes.
Nora Chambers because, you know,
We
she
could do
started
this-
the university.
This could be like a frontline thing. You know?
Yeah.
But I think because, okay, we would have to contact the This Is, sorry, I'm getting really serious about this, but we have to contact the This Is Indiana people because if the school actually wanted to use it, it would be like a violation. Me and Maddie thought about just like trying to do our complete own song and not rewriting. And so we could still do that, but we just got into the idea of also
I think this needs to be done.
I think,
One way or another.
I really
this needs to
appreciate
be
your
done.
support. I didn't know if it was going to be like an eye roll situation too.
How
or if it was
many
gonna be like,
outfit changes do you think we should do in
yeah.
the video?
What do we wear? We don't have good
I would say at least 3, but no
Also-
more than 5.
We're
Okay.
thinking we need Bring by Spring couples. Do you think Will and Micah would be down?
I think they'd be down.
Okay, cool.
Okay. Do you think Mike could come up from Atlanta?
Atlanta.
Yeah,
I bet
yeah,
she would.
yeah.
I bet she would.
Cool,
We might need some extras if you're interested.
You know I'll be there.
We would love to
know
have
I'll be
both of you.
Yeah. Noah, you better be there. Are you okay, Noah?
Yeah, we're gonna need you to be an extra.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds good. When?
We should have changed the
We
topic
don't
on
know.
here
We
like
don't
5
know.
times.
That's
Yeah, I was
okay.
gonna say we
It's
really
fine.
burned through some stuff.
Oh man. Well, thank you guys for coming.
Should we end with the benediction?
Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yes.
go ahead.
And end it.
Now let the words of my mouth and the meditation
meditation
of
of my
Maddie's
heart
and Sarah's hearts be
Be acceptable in thy sight. Oh Lord.
Oh, I don't know. I'm just kidding.
That is not okay. We're leaving.
You guys can get out of here
Also, I
now.
knocked on my hash
wait.
browns. Jennifer's gonna be so mad.
Oh, Jen.
Oh yeah. Tristan, yo, can you take a picture of us?
Yeah.
Oh,
Ooh,
Here,
wait, I
just
did
give him
not
the
drink my
camera.
coffee. Can I sit at the table
Yeah,
next
you
door
can
and
sit
drink
at
my
that.
coffee?
yes.
Yay! Thank
Guys,
And then
this
just
is
one of
so fun.
you
Oh.
two, because for the. Perfect.
Okay. Guys, this
Aw,
was fun.
guys.
Thanks for having us.
No
Love you
problem.
both.
If you need anything, let us know.
I need
you.
a coloring book and crayons
Do you actually?
really bad.
Do you have one that we could like go pick up?
Okay,
or
do
I
you
need
need your
don't.
us
cool
to like
dad
buy you
sweatshirt?
one?
Because like I feel like
I
you
kinda
might-
do.
As a pillow, you could take a nap.
No,
during
you
one
just
of the
need it
boring
for the
ones.
vibes, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's yeah.
You guys don't
I
have...
actually, I don't know where my cool dad sweatshirt is, TBH. Alrighty.
See you guys.
All right.
Oh, this is mine too. I'm sorry, I kind of made a little bit of a mess.
You're totally.
I'm just gonna say, I highly recommend doing a shot of the half and half though. It's really good.
This is my biggest regret. In my 20... How many hours are we at now? My 26 hours of doing this podcast.
So this is your second time doing this?
Yeah. Yeah, we did this 3 semesters ago. So...
I listened to
Robbie's segment on coffee, actually.
Did you really?
Yeah, I listened to that.
That's so funny.
It's funny that
That's so good.
We were talking about that one earlier. During that one, he fell asleep.
No way.
And the waitress came over and was like, "You need to get up. Like, this is an establishment. You can't just sleep in here." Right?
No
Like
way.
live on the
Oh,
recording.
that's funny. Pretty totally funny.
But is this going right now?
Yep.
Oh,
and we
we are
started
live.
recording.
Cool.
We are with Tristan Miller,
Hello.
the unofficial golden child of TKO.
Oh, is that so?
No.
I don't know.
Oh, stop. Mr.
could
How could you? We will be talking
I don't know what to say.
today about ultra running.
We will.
And because me and Brad have no experience in even medium running.
Yeah, I stop when I start breaking a strong sweat, and that's at about 1.5 miles, and I just call it quits.
Yeah, so I guess I could just kind of define ultra running. So
Yes.
ultra running is basically a race or a run that's anything more than a marathon. So anything greater than 26.2 miles is what an ultra marathon is. So me myself, I've done 2 ultra marathons. One was a 50K, so it was 31 miles, and that was in May of 2019. And then I did a last man standing race in December of 2019. So that's my resume. So
like, let's say you're at mile 28.
uh-huh.
Are you like struggling? Like, is it a mental war in your mind, or is it like easy?
Yeah.
Like, cause you're just so good at it and you're used to it.
Ultra running, I would say, is 60% mental and 40% physical.
Okay.
So obviously you have to train really hard, and it's not just going to be I'll go out there and will myself to the finish line. It's going to take a lot of training, a lot of serious thought into preparing for the race or whatever you're doing. But it gets to a point where it doesn't matter how much training you've done. It's all mental, I would say.
Okay. So what are some things that you can do mentally to like keep yourself motivated during the run? Like when you're feeling it and like you're like, oh my gosh, I'm out of breath, or my muscles are.
So when I did the 50K, it was a lot of like, I've got 10 miles left, I can do that. That's just a training run. Or I've got 5 miles left, I'm almost there.
Okay.
But when I did the last man standing race, that was like, so it was a 4-mile loop on a trail, and you had an hour to complete it. So we started at 6 a.m. We'd have an hour to do that 4.2 mile loop.
Okay.
So most of the time I'd get back in like 50 or 55 minutes. So whatever time you had left over for the hour, you got to like rest and drink water and eat food, and then the next one started. So as long as you made it back in that hour, you kept going basically.
Yeah.
So basically just do as many as you can.
And you have to get an hour each time.
Yeah, you have to make it under an hour every loop.
How many loops do you get?
I did 19 loops.
So that's 4 miles times 19.
Yeah,
That's
so
how
it
many
ended
miles
up
you
being
did.
about 81.7 miles.
This is what the graphic is right now. The Trail of Fears.
Yeah, that's
is
right.
That it?
Yep, it was
That's
in
it?
Jackson, Tennessee.
Okay.
So, yeah, I did 19 loops. It rained probably 80% of the time, so it was just, it was a mess, but it was a lot of fun. So.
When did it stop being either physical or mental, and then change to the other?
Yeah. I tell a lot of people the first 50 miles was a lot harder than the last 30 because at that point it was like I was feeling all the physical pain, and then after that it's like, you're doing the same thing. Nothing's going to get any worse. So
That was your mentality, your last 31?
Yeah, I was like nothing's going to change at this point. I just got to will myself to keep going basically.
Yeah.
So
81 miles.
yeah,
Okay.
it sounds, obviously it sounds crazy to someone who doesn't run, but just for perspective, the first place finisher got 112 miles. So
Gotcha.
it's crazy.
112.
Yeah.
You couldn't have just done that in another
Not
30?
more.
Okay.
Thinking back, I'm like, man, I probably could have, but
So like
obviously,
when you had to stop at 81, was that because like you didn't get the time, or like you just didn't have anything left strength wise, or?
So I got 6th place out of about like 60 or 70 runners. So when I finished, there was only 6 runners left, and I actually finished first in my last lap. I was basically like, this is my last lap, I'm gonna go all out. So yeah, I did like a 47-minute loop, and that was my fastest one.
Like
the whole day.
The whole day.
Yeah. And I was like, I just like basically collapsed on the finish line. I was like, that's it, I'm done.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So.
Did you cramp really bad?
Oh, I mean, when I was finished, I like sat down in a lawn chair that I sat in every 5-minute break I had.
Yeah.
I sat down, like took my shoes off, took some pictures, ate some food. I mean, 10 minutes later, which is the longest I'd sat down all day, I just could not get up. I mean, I couldn't walk.
Did you plan on going a 20th time then?
No.
Oh, okay.
So I crossed the finish line, said I was done, and then like the next loop started, so I knew I couldn't keep going. So yeah, my dad basically carried me to the car, and I got a cookout tray.
Yeah, nice.
And then went up to the hotel, laid in the bathtub for about an hour, and just like basically cried because I mean I was in so much pain. So,
Really?
Oh yeah, it was intense. So
What was intense?
the pain, just like I couldn't feel my legs. I couldn't walk at all. So
How many calories did you burn?
it was around 12,000. So yeah, another good way to describe ultra running is like an eating contest.
Yeah.
Like every loop, it doesn't matter. You got to get in as much food as you can. And I was very lucky to not have any stomach problems because that's a thing a lot of people deal with. So I guess we can transition to talking a little bit about nutrition because obviously burning 12,000 calories, you gotta get those back somehow. So all I carried with me on the loop was a handheld like water bottle.
Okay.
And I basically told myself I got to finish that water bottle by the end of the loop. And then every other loop I'd eat either like a Cliff Bar, a handful of candy. I ate so much candy during the race because I mean just refined sugars is really good because you're burning it off right away.
Right away.
So I had that. I probably had like 4 or 5 Chick-fil-A sandwiches throughout the whole thing, just smashing them in between loops because the more food you eat, I mean, the more energy you're gonna have. So it can only help you, really. So I did that, and then I did like some spring energy gels, which is like all natural ingredient energy gels. So those had like 200 calories. So I'd eat those. I mean, and while I was out running, my dad would go and get me food and whatever I needed. So yeah, drank a lot of Pedialyte. A lot of salt tablets too, because you need a lot of sodium to keep from cramping.
So you ended at what, like 1 a.m.?
Yeah, I think it was 2 a.m.
2 a.m.
Yeah, maybe we started at 7, but yeah.
Wow. So how did you start, like from the very beginning, how did you get into running? And like, how did your pattern like of running each week grow, and like what are you doing now?
Yeah, so like I said, my first like ultra race was in May. And I was a big soccer player in high school, so my soccer season ended in November of 2018. And then like the start of the new year is when I kind of started to run a little bit. I was like, this is like good, it's keeping me in shape while I'm not playing sports anymore. So at first it was just casual, and then me and one of my best friends from high school named Isaac Flora, he's a sophomore here at Lee this year. He's like, dude, let's do something crazy in our last semester as high schoolers. So we started looking into stuff, and we landed on a 50K running race, and we were like, all right, let's just sign up for this and see what happens. So I definitely did not train enough for that race. I probably ran like 20 to 30 mile weeks leading up to that. So, which is not, I mean, that's not sufficient for a 30 mile race, obviously. So I did the 50K, kind of stopped running for a month or two, and then came back to school, and I don't know if you guys know Whit Guthrie.
Yeah.
He was the one that actually inspired me to do the Trail of Fears race because he had done it in past years, and he actually won it one year. So he's the one that got me to sign up for it, and he was going to run it too, but he had an injury kind of last second, so he pulled out. So as the school year started, I started with probably 20 or 30 mile weeks, and then got a running plan sort of formed, and basically the peak of my training was I think a 65 mile week with like a 20 mile long run in there. And then once I did that, I just kind of tapered down to the race day. So,
how long does it take you just to run 20 miles?
It just kind of depends. I did a lot of runs on the trail to simulate what the race would be like. But if we're talking like on a road and I'm in good shape, I could do 20 miles, at an 8-minute pace per mile. So. But if it's on a trail, I mean, you pretty much have to add 2 minutes to a run if it's on a trail, just because of the terrain and the hills and everything. So yeah.
trying to process all this. Oh,
Didn't Whit Guthrie run from one end of Tennessee
He did.
to the other?
He ran.
So he did do that.
Yeah, he did do that. It was like 100 and some odd miles, but yeah, just he's an animal. He really is. Yeah, he won it. The year he won, he did 77 miles.
That's it.
And that was kind of my motivation to go one more after the 77.
Really?
I was like, oh, I gotta be Whit,
Yeah.
you know?
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did one more than him, but. Yeah, the year he won, it was a lot of snow, really bad weather. So, that's why people didn't go.
That's why people didn't go. Yeah, that makes sense then.
But every year definitely has its own obstacle for sure.
Yeah.
So.
So do you have your eyes set on a new goal?
Yeah.
going
So
forward?
after the race in December, I really have been wanting to do like an Ironman race, which is a triathlon. So I signed up for a half Ironman last year around December, and then it got canceled because it was supposed to be in July because of COVID.
Yeah.
So right now I'm just kind of trying to bulk up a little, get some more muscle, and then the start of the new year I'm going to start training for that same Ironman, which is this July, 2nd of July. So it's a half Ironman.
Yeah.
I should specify that.
Yeah.
Not a full Ironman. So.
That's the ones that Newsom's done, like.
Right. Yeah.
He's done a few of them.
Yeah,
He's done 3, right?
Yeah, I think 3.
3 times. And your goal is to do 1 right now?
Yeah.
The goal
I
now is
don't
to
know
do
what the plan is after I do that race.
That half?
We'll kind of see. Yeah, the half Ironman. But yeah, I'm just gonna try and train pretty hard.
That's
for
the bike, run, and swim.
Right. So the half Ironman is it's like a 1.2 mile swim, a 56 mile bike, and then a half marathon run. So.
Yep. When did you start at Planet Fitness? Did you start just the beginning of the semester?
Yeah, like a few weeks after school started.
Okay.
So yeah, I've been really enjoying it. It's a lot of fun. So.
Yeah. How would David's body transition well into doing this kind of stuff you're doing?
You mean like triathlons?
Like,
or
could
more
he just
ultra
like
running?
an ultra running?
Ultra running?
Yeah.
I would say no. That man's just got a lot of muscle.
Okay.
And muscle doesn't transition perfectly to extreme cardio, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because like the best ultra runners in the world are 6 foot, 140 pounds. Just like because all they do is run. That's all they do, and that's all they need their bodies to do. So. But yeah, I think if David trained, he could be really good at running if he wanted.
Gotcha.
But that means he's just a tank.
Why are the best ultra runners like 6 feet tall?
I would say long strides.
Really?
Is the easiest way to put it. Yeah, you gotta be really light on your feet.
What do you think about what was that marathon guy who ran a marathon in under what was it?
Oh, under 2 hours.
2 hours, yeah.
Kipchoge.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's ridiculous. His splits are literally.
Oh, Tristan.
I'm okay. Thank you. His mile splits are literally 4 minutes and 30 seconds per mile for 26 miles. Like, it's unheard of. It's crazy. Like
What's your fastest marathon?
My fastest marathon? I've never ran an actual road marathon.
So
Ultra
you just went above
marathon.
it.
Yeah,
Just
I
went
guess
beyond
so.
it.
I do want to do a road marathon, but that's a whole different thing than what I do. Because it's a lot about speed.
Okay.
Which is not at all what I do, I guess.
John Walter asked to talk more about David's body, but I said David gets too much attention.
That is true.
Okay. Shoot.
Yeah, Chase and John are thirsting over David's body right now.
Yeah, who isn't at this point?
That's fair. Gosh, man.
So how big are you training? Like, what kind of? I guess what's your goal with the Planet Fitness stuff? Like getting bigger? Like, is there a certain weight you're trying to get to? Or?
Yeah. So I said I'm trying to get to 180 pounds by the end of the semester. About like 175, 176 right now. So I think it's possible. Yeah. But I know that the start of the new year I'm gonna lose it pretty quick, which sucks. But I'm gonna try and keep working out. But I just know once I'm running and biking for 2 hours a day, it's just natural, I guess.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nutrition. Mm-hmm. Nutrition. Is that half the battle? Preparing for
Yeah, I mean,
doing these runs?
even if I forget to eat food for, a lap, which is an hour,
Yes.
I mean, you risk bonking so quickly.
You risk what?
Bonking?
Bonking.
Bonking. Which is like not having enough food in your system, and you basically shut down. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very important to have calories in your system at all times. Like even if there's times when you're not hungry at all and you gotta eat something because you haven't eaten in an hour.
So how strict do you have to be with your diet, like during a regular week, like say next week, and like you're just doing average training? So.
Like leading up to an ultra marathon.
Even like earlier on than that, just like in keeping yourself in shape to eventually train for an ultra.
So the bulk of my training was fall of last year, and I actually did no added sugar at all for my diet. So that was the biggest thing. But other than that, a lot of carbs, a lot of pasta, potatoes. So I'd say a lot higher carb and lower protein, and then no added sugar. So yeah, I only ate sugar when I was doing like longer runs. So yeah, it was a really fun race. I'm glad I did it. I wish they were having it this year. They're not, unfortunately.
So so during the ultra running race, this is the thing I keep thinking of.
Okay.
So you finish, let's say you're right in the middle of it, and you finish one of the laps or whatever, and you're in that eating break. How do you go from like eating 4 chicken sandwiches to like getting back on the line?
Literally,
and going again.
I mean, that's literally the last thing you want to do is step up to that line to start another hour. But
God,
I mean, I think you feed a lot off other people's energy, and it's a great atmosphere being in an ultra marathon race. Everyone is so supportive.
Really?
I mean, they're the best kind of people. Literally, like I probably saw 4 or 5 people once they tapped out at mile 60 or 70 or whatever. They popped open a beer right away and were like, "Time to celebrate!" Like just really really cool people and very supportive of everyone. A lot of people even stayed around and cheered people on. So just really cool.
Do you think your running ability, how much does genetics play in it, or do they not play a part?
I don't know
of it at all with you.
I mean, my parents are not very athletic, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like all my life I played, sports, basketball and soccer and stuff. So I've always been decently in shape. But I guess once that was my sole focus. Is like, when am I going to get my run in? What can I do to make that run better? So my race can be better in December. So I guess I was very driven and put a lot of focus into training and took it very seriously. So yeah, tried to have fun too.
Do you think anyone that's like doesn't have any pre-existing conditions and is in college could work their way up to run a marathon?
Oh, 100%.
Could I run a marathon if I really tried?
You could. If you started running, 1 mile a day and then 2 miles a day, 3 miles, you'll start to see it go up so quickly. Just like lifting or anything. I mean, it's just like a progression. So a lot of people say, well, my body's not right for running. My knees are bad, which may be true, but I think a lot of people make excuses because
themselves out.
Because running does suck, and if the average person goes on a 1 mile run, they're gonna hate it.
Yeah.
But it's just about consistency and knowing what you're doing, I guess.
Are you listening to music when you go on those like?
No. Never.
Marathon stuff. Really? Do people do it?
Yeah, people listen to music. I just think it kind of distracts me, and in a way, I kind of want to feel the pain. Like, that sounds weird, but I kind of want to embrace what I'm feeling, so I know what I'm gonna feel like during the race, and I don't want any distractions from that.
So, you ran 19 laps, 19 hours, and all you had was you and your thoughts.
Pretty much, and the other runners.
Do you all talk?
Huh?
Like during while you're
a lot of the time we talk. Yeah, everyone's bored. Why not?
Yeah.
Jeez. When I'm running, I'm too tired.
And it's not like every lap we weren't sprinting the whole time.
Of course,
like we were keeping a pretty chill pace.
Right.
So it's kind of just mundane. And once you do the course, once you do the lap 4 times, you know exactly what it looks like already. So yeah.
So running is mostly a mentality.
Yeah, I think it's a big part of mentality. One of my like really big inspirations I wanted to sort of talk about. His name is David Goggins. He has like a best-selling book called Can't Hurt Me, and he's like just this crazy, like he's a Navy SEAL. He went through like 3 different hell weeks for the Navy SEALs. Like he's like really bad childhood, all this stuff. And then he became an ultra marathon runner. And to sort of set the scene, he was in the same SEAL platoon as the guys from Lone Survivor. I don't know if you guys know. Like he was like best friends with those guys. So when all that happened and those guys died, during that he like wanted to find a way to raise money for their families, and he thought what better way than to run a race called the Badwater, which is a 135-mile race in Death Valley in July. So it's supposedly the hardest race on the planet. Because, I mean, the pavement's like 170 degrees, the air temperature's like 130. Like it's the worst thing you can imagine. So his idea was to run this to raise money for their families. But to get into this race, you have to run a 100-mile race in order to qualify. And the way he described it, he said he's just like this huge linebacker, like bodybuilder, Navy SEAL. He said he does 20 minutes of cardio once every 2 weeks on the elliptical. So, I mean, he doesn't do cardio. Yeah. And he calls up the race director for the Badwater. And he's like, hey, I want to get into your race and I want to raise money for these families. And the race director's like, sorry, like you have to have a 100-mile race. And the only one available for you to qualify is in 2 days. It's a 100-mile race in 2 days. That's the one you'd have to run in order to qualify. And he's like, all right, I'll run the race. Hangs up, and 2 days later, he runs a 100-mile race. And the night before this race, he was passing by the gym, he said, and he saw his platoon instructor in there, the one that put him through Hell Week. And he said he did heavy squats and heavy deadlifts with him like 6 hours before the race started. And he gives the example of like when, oh man, what did he say? It's like when someone goes in to raid a village, like, I don't know what they're called, but they get like super drunk the night before, so when they wake up they're pissed off and ready to go raid this village. So his thought process is, I'm gonna go to the gym tonight, absolutely destroy my legs, so tomorrow when I have to run 100 miles I'll be pissed off and sore and ready to go. So I mean, that gives you a hint at how crazy this guy is. And to get back to your question about mentality, he was at mile 70 in this race, and like he was pooping his pants, peeing blood, like just vomiting everywhere. Like he doesn't run, he doesn't know what he's doing. All he drank was protein powder this whole time. He's at mile 70. He can't walk, he's done. And he's like, I was at full capacity and then I ran 30 more miles. So basically when we're 100% done, 100% through, we're only 70% of our actual capabilities. So that's something I always kept in mind when doing my run. Like I may be at mile 50, but I'm not completely done yet, which means I still have at least 30% left. So, pretty cool story. I mean, he's a different breed. It's pretty crazy.
Me and Brad will take a 30-hour running break and be back.
That gets me hyped.
Yeah, no, it really does. I would recommend his book. It's great. It's really good.
What is it called?
It's called Can't Hurt Me.
Can't Hurt Me.
Yeah. And he always talks about, like, there's these stories of him running and, like, these crazy races, and he's just yelling to himself, you can't hurt me, you can't hurt me. Like, just motivating himself.
Yeah, motivating himself.
That's the kind of guy he is.
Did he ever do that Death Valley race?
Yeah, so he ended up doing that race and got, like, second place or something. Like, of course.
So stupid.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
It's so dumb.
Yeah, but, like, he's a maniac.
But, like, it really shows you that, like, anyone can...
And, like, his whole story kind of goes back to anyone can do that. He was, like, 300 pounds, and to get into, like, the Navy SEAL program, to even, like, qualify to be a Navy SEAL, he had to lose 110 pounds in, like, 85 days, and he did it. Like, he lost 110 pounds in 85 days, and that's where his story began. So, I mean, pretty cool.
John Walter said, that's my mentality for exams, too.
Can't hurt me.
Can't hurt.
Honestly, that's what we're all at. Yeah.
Dang. Usually, when people talk about their inspiration for things, I don't get inspired. really much so. Because I don't know how it like correlates or like how it translates to like my own life experiences or ambitions. That does really get me fired up.
Yeah, I mean, his whole mentality is like he's the hardest one there is, which obviously he is.
I can't refute this.
I mean, I love kind of having that mentality of like no one's harder than me. Like I'm gonna push harder than everyone else, you know. So that's a good mentality.
I'm going to update you the next time I run.
Maybe it'll be a lot more than you expect.
Yeah, no, because I've been really trying to break that 7:30 barrier for me.
Yeah.
I think I might be able to do it next time.
I think you can.
I'll start like screaming at the air at like point 0.6 miles. I'll be like, you can't. But I'm gonna finish. Oh my god. Blaney Brown asks if he could get your autograph later. Oh, Chase said get in line.
Yeah. There'll be a line at the lodge, but
there will be a line at the lodge.
I gotta go on a run tonight, so don't make it too long.
This is an exclusive. The lodge does lines.
Oh no, we don't want that out there.
Lauren Straub. Did I pronounce that?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. Would also like your autograph. So there may be an actual line waiting for you at the lodge.
Like I said, there's a lot of people that are way better at me than this. Like there's a whole world of ultra runners. It's pretty crazy.
Too humble.
But,
dang. Well, thank you for coming on. This was eye-opening for sure.
Is there any final comments that you have about running or mentality?
Yeah. I've got a little something.
Yeah.
So I think the hardest part of going on a run.
The hardest part.
Yes. The hardest part of going on a run is putting your shoes on. Because once you get your shoes on, you're gonna go. I mean, the hardest part is getting out the door, you know?
Yeah.
Because once you're out there, it's not that bad. So just put your shoes on, go for a run.
Wow. Deep.
Well, Graham Sutherland, Gosh, Tristan is a beast. That is what he just said.
I had a blast.
Yes.
See you guys.
Oh,
you gotta get a picture of that, right?
Oh yes.
I always forget.
No, it's okay. Cool. Well, I hope you guys make it through the night.
You. Wow.
Best of luck.
Shoot.
Wow. I'm sorry, but if I'm peeing blood after running for 70 miles, I'm like, maybe I'll die, so maybe I'll stop. Instead of like, no, I'm gonna run 30 more miles. That's just my thought.
Wow.
Because can you die? I bet there is a way to die from running too much.
Yeah, probably.
Like you could run so much that you die.
Thank you, ma'am.
Y'all good right now?
Yes, thank you so much. Whew. All right, updating it for Grammy Boy.
What's up, guys?
This is the perfect picture.
He's going to talk about crackhead mentality.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll talk a little bit about that.
Perfect.
Do you have the country songs thing prepared, or is
I got that prepared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Then,
So we're gonna run through that first.
yeah, and then we'll move into crackhead mentality.
For sure.
Because that was definitely some crackhead mentality that we just
witnessed.
Oh yeah, Tristan knows all about crackhead. That's for sure.
All right, and we're gonna wait for that silverware to be done. And Graham Sutherland, how are you?
Dude, I am good.
Woo!
I'm living my best life. Having a beautiful fall day today.
Graham has ordered a waffle. Very appetizing.
Oh yeah.
We know that if we eat a waffle right now, we will crash in 3 hours.
It's true.
You'll bonk.
Yeah.
All right. Let me get my notes out. And to preface about top 10 country songs, I want to just be clear. I am not someone that knows music well, but I think my lifestyle of a country person kind of justifies my ability to get in the top 10.
Yeah, having an opinion.
Yeah.
It's justified.
Just like today, I just got out of a tree stand and I shot a buck tonight. And so I'm tracking that right now. So whenever we finish this, I'm gonna go track that deer.
Okay.
Wait, I don't understand. What do you mean?
So
Track
like,
a deer.
so the deer walked in to range, and I shot it with my bow,
Uh-huh.
and then it ran off because they don't die instantly when you shoot it with the bow. And so it ran off. And now
That's why.
I have to go track it after this.
Oh.
So I'm gonna bring Sash with me, and we're gonna go track it down and find it. But yeah, so I would say I can have an opinion. I will not be right on all my songs, I'm sure. Do you want me to just go through them all or go one by one?
Let's go. Let's just see what happens. Let's start with the first one.
All right, so we'll start with number 10. We'll kind of keep it, enticing. So number 10 is "Old Red" by George Jones.
Okay.
And that's a great song. Basically, this guy, he's married to a woman, and his woman goes out and cheats on him. And then he finds out who it is, and he goes and kills that dude, and then he gets thrown in jail. And he's like, I'm gonna get out of jail. And there's this dog that will track down escaped convicts from this jail. And his name is Old Red, is the dog. So what he does is he sends out a letter to his buddy in Tennessee, and he's like, hey, I need you to bring a blue tick hound to distract this dog. So he got good buddies with the warden, and basically would walk the dog, the Old Red, and got acquainted with him, and he would take him to that blue tick hound, and then Old Red got in love. He fell in love with this blue tick hound. So then when he leaves and he escapes, Old Red doesn't chase after him. He goes after the dog that he's been making him fall in love.
By who?
George Jones.
So not only is this
it's a
somewhat of a breakup, killing the dude who cheated on me with song, it's also a love song.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for the dog. Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, one of the lines is, love got me in here and love got me out. So,
okay.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
And then, next one I got on there, this is a newer one. Most of these are going to be older, but this is a newer one. It's Had Me by Halftime by Morgan Wallen. Incredible song.
At halftime.
Yeah. Basically just kind of talks about how he starts talking to this girl, and they go to a Tennessee game and they fall in love. It's definitely a love story, but it talks about Tennessee Vols, so it's got two good attributes in that one. And then another newer one is Luke Combs' "It's Better Together," which that's just a good old song. I think that's a more popular one that most people would know.
I've heard of him.
Yeah, Luke Combs is good. He's coming up big right now. A lot of people like him. Yeah. And if Anthony's listening, he is not the best country singer ever, but he is very good.
I bet Anthony would beg to differ.
He would, but he's wrong. And then we got "Chattahoochee" by Alan Jackson. Oh, wonderful song. It's a "Way Down Yonder" on the Chattahoochee.
Anthony said he's the greatest.
No, he's the greatest.
He's not at all.
I don't know. The deacon has spoken.
Oh goodness. Let's see what we got next. "Amarillo" by Morning by George Strait. That's a great song.
Emma, what?
Amarillo.
The yellow?
You can look at
perfect.
that list right there.
Amarillo by Morning by George Strait.
I believe that's by George Strait.
That's number 6, or that's number 7.
Why? What's so good about this one?
So this one, it's talking about being in Texas. It's a very good. Obviously, it says Amarillo by Morning, but obviously, it's a very soft and just you feel like you're out west riding on a horse. It's the vibe you get from this song.
Yeah.
It's very, very just. I don't know. It kind of talks to you in a way of just freedom, and you're just kind of away from the noise with that song, even though it is noise that you're listening to. And then, what's the next song?
Yeah, let's look at it.
Then we got "Song of the South" by Alabama. That's kind of more of an anthem. It's just a good song. I don't really know how to describe that besides, it's the one that goes "Sweet potato pie made me shut my mouth" kind of thing. So it kind of it touches a lot of good things about Southern tradition. Speaking of tradition, one of my favorite songs, I don't have it as number 1, but it's one that I listen to often. It's by Hank Williams Jr. and it's "Family Tradition."
That's number 4.
Yes. Yeah. "Family Tradition" is number 4. And so Hank Williams Jr. is obviously, he has a dad named Hank Williams. and they both are like popular, really famous country singers.
Yeah.
And he talks about how like his music's different than his dad's, but he still gets drunk at bars like his dad. So it's like a family tradition. Kind of I don't know. It's just I really like that song. And then now the top 3. These are just incredible songs that everyone should listen to. The number 3 is "Mama Tried" by Merle Haggard, which is an incredible name as well. Merle Haggard, just
Sounds like a country singer.
Oh yeah, he's probably one of my favorite old-timey country singers. But yeah, "Mama Tried" basically talking about his mom did the best she could, but he still went out and did stupid stuff and went out to saloons and stuff. But he says, "But Mama tried," kind of thing.
Yeah.
Number 2, also about mama. It's "Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be a Cowboy."
I know that song.
That's a good one. That's a classic.
What is it? Mama,
Don't let your babies
don't let your babies be a cowboy.
grow up to be a cowboy. Yeah.
Grow up to be a cowboy.
Yeah. And then, before we get to our final one, there's some country songs that they're not very famous, but they have incredible names, like for their song title. So one of those is "Queen of My Double Wide Trailer." Just a great name. "Tight Fitting Jeans." "Rainbow Stew." "If Heaven Ain't a Lot Like Dixie." That's another Hank Williams song. And then "Watermelon Crawl." So I don't know. I just thought those were worth pointing out before we went to our final one. But yeah, so our final country song that I wanted to share was "You Never Called Me by My Name" by David Allan Coe. Now this one will just touch your heart and kind of make you sad. Basically, and the reason I think it's the greatest country song ever. So he says, I have to look up the lyrics because I don't want to mess this up.
By who again?
David Allan Coe.
David Allen.
And then COE.
C-O-E?
Yep. Yeah. And let me get the lyrics up because it's important for us. So he basically is like, "You don't have to call me Waylon Jennings," who's another famous country song. "You don't have to call me Charlie Pride. You don't have to call me Merle Haggard anymore, even though you're on my fighting side." Which that's another. There's just a lot of layers to this. All those are really famous country singers, but "Even Though You're on My Fighting Side," that's a song by Charlie Pride. Fighting side is. And he's kind of saying like, "I'll stand by you. I never mind standing in the rain." You know, like he's just pouring his heart out to this woman. He says, "But you don't have to call me darling. You never even called me by my name." So like this, she's just not, she's not saying anything to him. And he says, "But the only time I know I'll hear David Allan Coe is when Jesus has his final judgment day." So he just feels like there's no communication there. And he goes on and on. And then at the end of that song, this guy says, a good friend of mine named Steve Goodman wrote that song, and he told me it was the perfect country and western song, and he said, but it wasn't the perfect country and western song, and he lists why. He says, because he hadn't said anything about mama, or trains, or trucks, or prison, or getting drunk. And so then he says like, and after reading, and like the guy sent him back another verse to the song, and the final verse is, "Well, I was drunk the day my mama got out of prison, and I went to pick her up in the rain, but before I could get to the station in my pickup truck, she got run over by a danged old train." So it covers every aspect of a good country song. Like he said, he wrote about, let me see, trains, trucks, prison, or getting drunk. Those are all really important. And talking about mama, we've already kind of discussed that mama's really important. And he also brings up older good country singers. So in my eyes, the fact that he acknowledged it in his own song that it's the greatest country and western song, for me, I think that kind of entitles that it truly is the best country and western song.
Dang.
So that's my spit. That's my pitch.
Yeah.
I know people will disagree.
I have a question for you.
Go ahead.
So you know me.
Yep.
You know my lack of southern roots. And just quite honestly, I don't know if I could name top 5. Like, any 5 country songs right now. I don't think I could name 5.
Okay.
So like, where should I begin?
Okay, that's a great question.
And especially since I'm more into pop and other stuff.
Yeah, so Morgan Wallen and Luke Combs, Anthony will be happy about this. These two are like, right now, the 2 newer ones that I think are like, they're obviously like, they're booming right now. Everyone loves them. They're really good. They're not like too poppy or like, there's a lot of new country that's kind of weird, but they like have the necessary things to be a good country artist. But they're like new, and it's not like this weird.
They're not fake.
It's not Rainbow Stew. Yeah. It's not weird stuff like that. Yeah. But it is good country music. I have an issue with Florida Georgia Line. I just don't really see them as country. They're more of like weird.
What are they?
Do what?
What are they? Like bluegrass folk?
No, Florida Georgia Line is like, they're technically like, if you turn on country radio, they will be on country radio. Yeah. But it's like, it's just talking about like going to the beach and hanging out with a lot of girls and drinking. It's like, okay, sort of that's country, but that's not real country. And I'm much more of an old-timey country listener. Like, I listen to a lot more new stuff. So like, Morgan Wallen, Luke Combs, incredible. I think Eric Church is great. He's a good one to start with. Like, these are all newer guys. You got John Party. He has a lot of drinking songs. If you like drinking songs, and he discusses a lot of those. But yeah, those artists are really good. And then honestly, you just gotta, like anything, you gotta kind of find what you like. But those are good starts for sure.
So is a country song defined more in the way it sounds, like sounding country, or more in the way of the lyrics talking about like country things?
That's a great question. And I think man, there's times when I'll hear something, like there's a song, and it talks about, like, it's called Hunting, Fishing, and Loving Every Day, which, like, that kind of just speaks to me, you know, because that's a lot of things I do.
Yeah.
Hunting and fishing, at least.
Loving every day.
Yeah, so, like, for me, those lyrics, like, it talks about getting in a field and, like, watching deer and, like hunting a deer or something like that. And so, like, that's kind of stuff I really enjoy because it, like, for me, it, like, brings me to what I enjoy doing. So it's like talking about the things that I really enjoy. But there's also a lot of the newer songs, like newer country songs, have really good sounds. Like some of them do, and they sound really good. So like, I don't really know if I can give you a definitive answer. For me, like what I will say for me at least, what I find is like good country music most of the time is like within the lyrics, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that. I think this is, because I think a lot of time when I'm listening to a country song, I'm just like, oh, it sounds country. But then I feel like people listen to country music are like, no, that's not country. That's, like, you can barely call that country. And it's just because it sounds, you know, they got that accent.
Yeah.
But what are they really singing about?
Yeah.
That's the true heart of a country song.
Yeah.
So, we have a new topic that Graham wants to discuss, and that is the crackhead mentality or energy.
Yeah.
So, define this.
Oh man. All right. So crackhead mentality or energy, I think it's something that just kind of comes over you, and you can't really fight it, and it's just like a part of you. And so for me, the way I would describe it is if, say you see a body of water and it's like really cold. Most people's like desires or like thoughts are like, oh, that's a pretty like.
You good over here, babe?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Most people are just like, oh, that's a nice piece of water or whatever, and it's like cold outside. Kind of avoid that.
Yeah.
Crackhead mentality. You see that and you're like, I'm gonna get in that water. I'm gonna like jump and swim in that water. Or it can be you are doing a thing like Camp Ridgecrest. We do a little thing.
Camp Ridgecrest.
We do a little thing called Redneck Shoot-Off Show, and I created this character named Grits. And Grits basically just he was given full range to do whatever he wanted and just do something crazy. Like my whole role was just to do crazy stuff during this show.
I don't doubt that.
So, I mean, there was times when I would jump in a truck and just start honking the horn for like a good minute and a half until someone like pulled me out of the truck.
Right.
Or run and like there's a little tree and I just jump on that tree and then it snaps and I fall. Stuff like that. sometimes you hurt yourself with crackhead mentality, but you're not aware of the hurt until after.
Right.
It's a very euphoric feeling to be in, and it's definitely not a consistent or a constant thing, because I mean, you wouldn't be able to function in day-to-day life if you were in the crackhead mentality or energy. Brad Woodsky also holds a lot of crackhead mentality.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he was the one that I first heard it from.
Yeah, so he's definitely got some crackhead in him. But yeah, I think it's one of those things that you kind of just have to, I think everyone can have crackhead mentality.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Can anyone have it?
See, I think they can. I've been able to have it. I'm talking like it's like being baptized in the Holy Spirit or something. It's not that at all. But I think it's something that you're really like, you just have to be in this certain mood. But I think it can be contagious, I think is a good way of describing it. So like, Josiah, my roommate, who is a very like detail-oriented person,
right?
You know, like he takes things very like, all right, let's figure out a good way to do this. And a lot of times I am not that at all. I'm just like, let's go, let's do something. And there's been times when I get in that crackhead mentality, and the Birdhouse can agree to this, when I've been able to get our entire house to do something stupid and wild. And that was because the crackhead mentality was contagious. I didn't have to do much convincing. They just saw like this energy, and it kind of shifted into them, I think. And then we all just agreed on this action and this activity that we were going to do for the Birdhouse, and kind of serve the Birdhouse in a good way.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think, because I'm thinking about myself,
I
would not describe myself as someone that can harness this energy at all. But I do agree with your philosophy that anyone can access it if they open themselves up to it.
Yeah.
And I think certain things, certain atmospheres, environments trigger it for different people. So like you said, someone might see a cold body of water and that might trigger in their head, I want to go jump in that. For me, I would say if there's a bonfire.
Okay.
I don't know, so something comes over me.
I've heard of Bonfire Brad.
Something comes over me.
I want to experience Bonfire Brad.
Like I cut up a bunch of wood one night at the at the Birdhouse, and I don't know what came over me.
Exactly.
And,
yeah.
Like I'm not good at cutting up wood. Like I'm terrible.
But you just did it.
But yes.
Yeah.
If anyone out there doesn't believe that they can experience this crackhead mentality, hear it from me first.
And I think
it is possible.
You bring up a good point. A lot of it is the setting that you're in. There's like, and like you use the word trigger. I think that's a good way of describing it. Is it's like this. There's this point where it's like, oh, okay, like this makes me want to do something wild. And wild can be a lot of different things for a lot of different people. It might look, your crackhead mentality might look different than someone else's.
Right.
And some people are able to access that in a lot of different other situations. But yeah, I do think most people can access. It's really just if they want to and they want to, because it is like it's a mixture of just like I don't careness and like extreme energy. So it's like it might be like just being fully comfortable in a situation and like not caring what other people think, or not worrying about like, oh, will this hurt me or will this make my like experience worse. And a lot of times for me to access it, it's like I'll say this to myself, like I'm gonna create a memory and not just sit here and not do anything. So there's times when you really have to like push yourself to get there. Yeah. But once you do, like there is this like flip of a switch and you're like, oh, I'm ready.
Yeah. I think going along with what you're saying about the environment, I think it helps to, if you're someone who doesn't really get in this crackhead mentality very often. Some people, they're just, like you're saying, Brad Woodsky. Yeah. Just very common. Graham Sutherland, especially this senior year, Graham Sutherland, just all the time.
I've been accessing it a lot.
Yes, you have.
For some people, I think it's really about getting with people that you just know you can goon around with. Yeah. And then from there, it just kind of like you said, there will be something that triggers it, and then you're with these people and you're like, no, I just want to have fun. I think that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
But Noah, what do you think?
Crackhead mentality? I heard when Brad Woodsky first came in, I knew that guy was definitely had some screws loose. And the first thing he wanted to do when he got into TKO was to create an inner club of crackheads. And I said, you need to have 4 members in this club for it to be an actual inner club. So, Graham, who are the 4, or maybe potentially more members in TKO that could be part of this inner club?
Okay. Yeah, so I'd go definitely Brad. I would go Matthew Newsom.
Yep.
Matthew Newsom has some major crackhead mentalities. Let's see. I think Tristan has crackhead.
I was gonna say he did run 81 miles.
That's a very crackhead thing to do.
Yeah.
No music.
No music. 81 miles.
Tristan's definitely got some. I would put me in that pool. And then let's see. Let me think of others. I think Vince.
I was gonna say Vince. I was just about to say Vince.
Vince has crackhead mentality.
Yeah,
I think.
for sure.
I think David could.
Friaka?
Yeah, I think he could. I think it might be the setting, but I can definitely see him like. Actually, I think he does entail that. Thank you so much.
Anything else?
Not right now, but yes, for sure later. Thank you. All right, thank you.
Yeah, Vince. I would say David Friatko has some.
Yeah, I mean he never biked and went on that 40 mile bike.
True.
See, I would say Treywick, but I think Treywick has something very more unique to it. I think Josh Treywick has this like crazy old man vibe more than like crackhead vibe.
Gotcha.
Like you just see him and he's got his like 50-year-old boots and he's wearing like jorts
and that smirk on his face.
And he's got that smirk and a mustache, and you're just like, you're a crazy old man. Like he's got like, it's so close to crackhead, but it's like old man vibes.
Oh man. True.
So 5.
I think there might be more. I think Haley might have crackhead vibes.
No way.
I think she might.
There's no way. How so?
I don't know. I get that vibe from her. I haven't seen an example, so I can't like really show you like a clear example. But I do think that she entails it, and I could be totally way off on that. So, Sam Felton. Sam Felton definitely has crackhead mentality.
You think so?
Have you seen that man?
I mean, I have. Is it crackhead mentality?
I guess that brings up a thought for me. Does motivation come into play with crackhead mentality? Because I think one could. This is just a theory. I don't know if this is even what I believe. I'm just throwing this out here.
Okay.
Let's say one does something like jump in a cold body of water, but they don't do it out of I just want to do this. They do it out of there's people watching. Like I want to do this as a laugh.
Okay. Yeah.
Does motivation come into play in crackhead mentality?
So, if they're always following, then it might be that.
Okay.
But if they're doing stuff by themselves, and it's like they're the ones starting it out, or like doing something stupid, and you're like no one else is doing that, then there has to be some sort of like that I don't careness. Because that's the thing with the like contagious part of like if like people start doing it, like especially as I'm not gonna speak for girls, but for guys a lot of times, you'll see someone do something crazy or something like that, and you're like, oh, I have to do that now. You know, you get that like feeling of like, oh, I got to do this now because they did that. Sort of like a sense of competition. So there is that, but that can work in the favor of crackhead mentality because then you begin to do it more and more, and then you kind of develop that mentality more. So I think if they were just only doing it as a follower, not kind of doing stuff on their own that's crazy, then maybe you can say that for sure.
You got to take initiative.
Exactly, yeah.
There's some creativity to it.
There definitely is creativity.
Your mind has to be moving.
Yeah, creativity is a good word for that.
Trying to think of what other things to hit here before we
Noah,
wrap
do you
up.
believe you have crackhead mentality?
I don't.
You don't think so?
I really wish I did, but I don't, because I think of all the things that you guys do, and even if I was like psyched out of our mind, like I don't think doing a 24-hour podcast is crackhead.
Yeah.
It depends on how you approach it.
Yeah.
Because I will say, this second one, because we know what we're about to endure, it's really been a situation of like, please pray for us, like, please, like, go to battle for us.
Yeah,
like,
because you know what you're about to get into.
Right. If we were like, oh yeah, like I want to, if like we were really excited about how we will feel physically, then yes, I would say like
something Tristan said. He doesn't want to listen to music because he wants to feel the pain.
Yeah.
Me and Noah do not
We don't
have
wanna
that mentality about this podcast. We don't want to feel the cramps from sitting in this booth for 24 hours. We dread it.
Yes.
But for us, it's just we value the positive things about this over the negatives.
Would you raise that blind up?
Yes, ma'am.
I can't reach it. I don't want to climb over.
Oh, no worries.
We gotta have them up because it's getting clogged. I have them down at night. There you go, baby. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. No, I get that.
Yeah.
But you could access it, Noah. I see it.
How so?
I mean, just like we were saying, you just kind of have to. It's almost like a muscle building. The crackhead mentality can be thought of as like a muscle that you have to build a little bit.
That's true.
So like the more you do stuff, now there is this like. There's this fine line between like crackhead mentality and similar to what you were talking about of like getting attention brought to yourself. So like crackhead mentality, you would, no matter if there were people there or not, you're going to do that. Like I've been on hikes and I'm just by myself and it's like I'm going to get in that water, not to impress anyone, but like I just want to jump in this water. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And just stuff like that, to where it's not about like you just want to create a memory for yourself to have,
right?
And you want that for your own experience. You're not like looking to impress someone or do something to be like, oh wow, that guy's crazy,
Right.
But yeah,
I think that's the best way to sum it up, because like anyone can do something to impress someone, but if you'll do that same thing, that same crazy thing when no one's looking, I think that says a lot.
Well, are there any final comments that you would like to tell our viewers about country music or being doing lines?
I guess all I'll say is, I mean, everyone can access it. Just go and do it yourself, but it has to be something that you want to do. You can't like. I know, I'm okay.
You okay?
Thank you.
Can I get some?
Get some water. But yeah, I guess like one of the final things would be like, wish me luck on tracking this deer.
Yes.
I gotta go and find that thing. So I'm gonna get Stosh. Me and Stosh are gonna go and try and track it down. So you'll be awake, so I might send y'all a text and update y'all.
Yes, please update.
But
and we'll put it on the stream.
Y'all are incredible, and I would say to do this twice is close to crackhead, because you do understand that there will be pain coming.
Well, the picture.
Oh yeah, I gotta get.
Oh yes.
Yeah, back up.
Beautiful.
We need to get some like action shots of us like actually like like this and stuff.
Like
this thing, because a lot of our pictures just smiling like afterwards.
Yeah.
We need to get some action shots.
Oh
man. Did you stop recording?
Are you finishing that waffle here?
Yeah, I'm probably
good. Because I am going to. Do you mind eating it over there? Because I'm going to charge this laptop. Yes, sweet. So we're going to switch screens.
Do you want me to pull up my extension thing and see what it looks like?
I mean, you can. You want to try it out right now? Don't you think they'll be pissed?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, I think they'll be pissed. Let's not do that. Let's do that like
it's just gonna run along the wall. But
okay, try it out.
So glad I get the co-segment one with you.
I know. It's exciting.
I think this is. It'll be this. It'll kind of run along.
Okay. Try it out. Here.
Here, here.
Tell me how am I supposed to live without you? How am I supposed to live without you?
Do you have another? You have another one though, Brad.
Oh, cheesesteak! And bacon! Well done!
Yeah, there's more room down there.
Are we moving everything?
No.
We are killing it.
Thanks.
Hey, nice pants.